East Coast send out, babe, all timed out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. Down south, BRT, if you want roll with King, yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you.
Pull up on the tick like I jack my slack. King L, E.N.E, and your guys back. We don't give a goddamn about your guys' facts. To be honest, most of y'all girls got whack. Step your game up and roll with the winners. E.N.E is safe meal, fuck them little chicken dinners. You will never see a quicker niggas this flop. Now in your stacks, get you poppin' like a fish. Right now, get a vibe, see we doing our West Coast shit. All up the Cali Club, cop the West Coast shit. This is a Lipsy girl, cop the West Coast shit. All blued up, like we really West Coast shit. We do this shit with style. That's why the ladies love it. We with the man straight choosing when we out in public. E.N.E, best flow. King L, stack with the facts, and then let's go.
East Coast send out, babe, all timed out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. Down south, BRT, if you want roll with King, yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to now you up on top, about to smoke with the cheese. If you know King, you about to roll up with me. Look, I don't really dance to let that ass roll on the D so high. I wasn't on it, but you know this in me. Just like where I'm from, I got a screaming out, oh. I ain't paid for no entry, but she gave me a show. $5 only if it be the down of the mo. Here for a couple hours going down on my dough. Look, I don't really know why they envy me. Maybe cause the whole team MVP. Kept the gas in your wine, I'm the same OG. Treat the flow like my shoes, keep the bang on me. Game time, now it's time of mentality, up my salary. Wear the wrong colors in the wrong hood, in the gas room. With the Malibu, Santa Monica on the beach. Always gotta keep the 40 cal on my reach. East Coast send out, babe, all timed out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. Down south, BRT, if you want roll with King, yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. Yeah, I'm about to talk the outlet stacks. If you open out the way, you gon' get some facts. All red, nauseous, trying to see what this is. E.N.E the cheat code, got a game with a glitch. Reversible, like I man Raven, ever in this. John B the truth, that's some rhetoric shit. If you're in the mirror, you should know what this is. E.N.E the lights up the heavy lock in this shit. 40 pounds on the shit, they ain't said that it ain't. Now I'm up and down, that's it. Niggas a trip. G-Shaw like the hero, red flies, baby, I'm so hard. You be I'm gonna pull up this shit. You look at me still down south, you on this shit. You want brother King,
Yeah. What up? You already know it's the man about time, Virgil, aka Stacks with the Facts. We got my brother King L in the building. E.N.E Fridays, man. We here, y'all. What's good?
Special edition.
You know what I'm saying? We in E.N.E Studios once again. You know what I'm talking about? Of course, we got the brother, big homie. You know what I'm talking about? King L's in the building for sure. You know what I'm saying? E.N.E Fridays, here we go, man. What it do, man? What's up with y'all? How y'all doing today, man? What it do?
North y'all's favorite part of the week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? We all woke up whenever we did earlier today. We've been awake ever since. Now we here, so we already won and got the victory and the glory. That's a beautiful thing, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building tonight. E.N.E Fridays, y'all know how we do it, man. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all week been?
I hope it's been great.
Yeah, man. Mine's been... it's been a great week, you know what I'm saying? So, toast to us and everybody else, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Salute everybody.
Yeah, salute. So, you already know how we do it, man. E.N.E Fridays, you know, we come here every Friday night, we chop it up, you know what I'm saying? We pour up, you know what I'm saying? We're definitely about to roll up. We're going to sit up here and chop it up and break down these trending topics and current events, you know what I'm saying, as we sit here and listen to classic E.N.E track. Now, if I remember correctly, man, on Tuesday, you said you got some tracks for us, man.
Oh, yeah, we can play some new music.
You know what I'm saying? We got some exclusive tracks for y'all to play, you know, to listen to. You know what I'm talking about? And we're going to get to that. You know what I'm saying?
And stories to his Facebook Messenger.
We definitely going to get to that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me turn the camera off real quick. You know what I'm saying? And we got some stories. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing today, man? This evening, man. I don't know about where y'all from, man. Where y'all at, man? But out here in Columbus, Ohio, boy, it's frigid. You hear?
Cold.
Frigid outside, man. You hear me?
Sir, cold as polar bear.
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? This first story I want to cover, I just want to hurry and get this out the way because I wonder if any of y'all have heard of this. This right here, this story right here, I'm gonna be covering this a little bit more in depth tomorrow on the other page, y'all. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? On the A Real Talk podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got some shit for y'all today.
You know what I'm saying? We got some exclusive music. You did. You know what I'm talking about? And I wonder how many of y'all have seen this or heard about this. Hold on, I'm about to put it on the screen right now. I wonder how many of y'all to sit up here and heard about this situation. I don't know where the sound at. Let me go find one with some sound. Here we go, right here. See, y'all see it right there? Y'all go over there to A Real Talk podcast, man. I'm about to put it in the chat, and y'all go subscribe to the page, man. You know what I'm talking about? You hear me?
Near the city of Zia. In fact, in the video, it says they're within 340 kilometers of Zia. And what they allegedly dug up using an excavator is absolutely mind-blowing. And it should have the internet buzzing, but they've kept it under wraps up to this point pretty well. The fact that the video is in Russian probably has something to do with that. But I actually played the video and copied it to Microsoft Word and then used the translate tool. It's a rough translation, but it kind of gave you a gist of what was going on. In the video, it appears that two construction workers who work at a gravel pit seem to have stumbled upon this amazing, what looks like a statue. If you don't know what takes place at a gravel pit, they usually have a large excavator or loader digging up vast amounts of dirt, and then they dump them into what is behind this gentleman, a screener. The screener then separates the components of the dirt, making gravel. Then they sell it. In watching the video, you can see that the men pose for a picture and cannot believe what they have found. They do talk about repenting and some energy that they feel emitting from it. They also state something very interesting. They state that the comrades are on the way, that there's helicopters en route to pick up the object as they were taking the pictures. So they wasted no time in reporting it to authorities, and the authorities wasted no time in sending choppers to get said object. Truly, we're probably lucky this leaked at all. But when watching the video, I want you guys to pay close attention to the finite detail. Also, I want you to take notice. These gentlemen look of average height, 5'8" to 5'10". This thing is on its knees, so it's massive in height. But no more wasting your time talking. I got to show you the video. Check it out.
Блин. Вот это да. Короче, разрыли экскаватором такую, ну я скажу, эмоции просто не рассказать. Душа куда-то аж упрыгивает. Не знаю, конечно, не описать. Это просто не рассказать, почему так. Что это такое? Ну там сейчас на вертолете прилетят все эти дела. И вот пока не приехали все эти товарищи с ребятами, вырвались. Ребята, это вообще трындец. Какие эмоции. Андрей, Денис, сними меня.
One of the most amazing sculptures, if that's what it is, I've ever seen. Now, look at the finite detail, y'all. As far as even the wrinkles in his robe. Did you notice the string over top of his brim? The strings, seemingly petrified. Now, could it be a sculpture? Or you already know where I'm going with this. Could it be a real petrified fallen angel? Not necessarily that he's even a fallen. He may or may not be bad. He may be a good fallen angel.
There's no such thing.
But nevertheless, could it be that it was once a real being, 10 to 12 feet tall, wings, truly powerful, and somehow got petrified? Now, obviously, this is for entertainment purposes only. This may or may not be true. I present the information and let you decide. With that being said, look at the wings and the way they connect.
It's the first thing that caught my attention.
Very interesting. Very interesting. If somebody did sculpt this, wow, amazing finite detail. I mean, this sculpture is one of the most realistic I've probably ever seen. And the other question is, how the heck did it get buried? Wow. And that, my people, brings me to the question. Let me know what you think in the comments. Could this be an actual fallen angel? Could this be the real deal? Before I leave you, notice the hilt of the sword. In the video, you can see it's literally wrapped in cloth. The shield. It is amazing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely baffling. But yes, let me know what you think in the comments. Could this be the real deal? Could this be a petrified fallen angel? And if so, what do you think happened? What war? Where did this battle take place where this thing was petrified? Who did it? I gotta hear your opinions, and I want to know what y'all think. Because truly, this is one of the most baffling videos I've ever seen on TikTok. It is absolutely awesome. I mean, could this be one of the original watchers that fell from the heavens and corrupted mankind? Then they were cast out by the archangels? Wow, what an amazing, amazing find. Also, real quick, if anybody knows Russian and can translate, send me an email, nightguide87@protonmail.com. I'd like to know what they're actually saying, what the actual exchange was. It'd be really interesting to hear. Please let me know. So, hope you enjoyed this. Stay in the love, stay in the light. Keep on keeping on. Keep grinding. Be kind to others. Manifest greatness.
So,
Stay in the light, like you said.
y'all see that, right? Y'all see that? So I thought it was only right to start the show off with that one right there tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about? I thought it was only right that we sit up there and do that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I forgot, somebody sent me this in the email. You hear me? And like, this is something that me and my pops could discuss for Spiritual Root Sunday, but we already got another topic. But listen here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all seen that? Right? Y'all seen that, right? Now, this is what I want to say right here, man. You know? If anybody knows about any such things, right? And y'all know me and my pops be going in on Sundays, right? If you know or got any knowledge, right? If you got any knowledge about such things involving demonology and all of that, right? What you want to know, or what you'll come to find out, is that there's levels to this. You hear me? Levels to this stuff, man. I'll keep telling y'all that, man. There's levels to this. Now, you ain't never heard this type of teaching before in your churches before. When the fallen angels was cast out with Lucifer, Satan, the devil, you hear me? Notice he said the watchers. I'll talk to y'all about the Gregory. You know what I'm saying? And when they were cast out from heaven and came down to earth and it turned into the world, the Matrix, You know, Lucifer brought about a good 200 to 500 million demons with him, fallen angels. And they were cast down to different regions of the world. You hear me? You got the warm demons were kept captive in cold areas, and the cold demons were held captive underground in warm areas. Now think about where deserts are at now. Think about Antarctica, right? At the same time that the Antarctic ice is melting and they're finding all type of weird, creepy stuff down there. That's why the German government is down there. That's why the American military is down there. The German military, Asian military, Chinese military, British military, they're all down in Antarctica right now. And now at the same time that the demons is basically thawing out in Antarctica, they being dug up in the cold regions, Arctic Circle, Siberia, just this area in region in Russia. So, you know what I mean? When I came across this story right here, I'm like, man, because that thing looks very real.
Yeah, it really does.
You know what I'm saying? That thing looks very real. You feel me? Like, and the thing that got me, and I'm about to go back to it, you know what I'm saying? Excel Pro, what it do, man? You already know what it is, man. You feel me? Well, I'm about to put the link to this in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the link to this in the chat. And I want y'all, you know what I'm saying, to tap in with us. Hold on, I'm about to put it in the chat right now. You know what I mean? Y'all sit up there and go subscribe to the other page right now, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's the other page right there. Y'all go sit up there and subscribe to that. You feel me? I got it in the chat and I got it posted on the screen. You understand what I'm saying, man? There's so many stories on this, man. People reporting on this stuff, you know. Well, let me go back real quick because I want y'all to look at this in detail, man.
Construction workers really find one of the fallen angels? About 3 days ago on TikTok, this gentleman posted a very interesting video. The exact location of where the video took place is unknown, but what we do know is that it was somewhere in the Amur Oblast in Russia, near the city of Zia. In fact, in the video, it says they're within 340 kilometers of Zia. And what they allegedly dug up using an excavator behind this gentleman, a feel and to authority. Look, check it out.
Блин. Вот это да. Короче.
Look at the detail.
Разрыли экскаватором.
That, listen, I just want to tell y'all this, right? When I'm looking at this vexed my spirit, man. You hear me? Look at the detail, y'all. Look at the detail in this road. This is a stone. If we're being made to believe that this is a stone, so what I'm saying is this road, this cloth material, whatever this isn't stone. In order for this to be a sculpture, normally a sculpture is hewn from one solid piece of stone, whether it be granite, sandstone, marble, whatever the stone is, normally the sculpture is sculpted from one large piece, right?
Yeah, that shit looked like it was.
And it looked like it was petrified. It looked like it was in a dormant state, frozen. Now, mind y'all, they found this in the area of Russia, right, which was known to be called Siberia, where it's real cold at. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to the finite detail on the back of this so-called sculpture.
Ну, я скажу, эмоции просто не рассказать.
That thing
Душа
looks
куда-то аж
real.
упрыгивает.
It does not look like a stone sculpture. It looks
Не
like
знаю, конечно, не
one
описать.
of those things from
Это просто не рассказать, почему так.
what's the name movie?
Что это такое? Ну, там сейчас на вертолете
The
прилетят
prequel movie to the aliens.
все эти дела. И вот
The
пока
engineers.
не приехали все эти товарищи с ребятами,
Oh, I can't remember. Look at that, y'all.
вырвались. Ребята, это
That is
вообще
not
трындец.
stone.
Какие эмоции.
Whatever, that robe isn't stone.
Андрей, Денис, сними меня.
Can't wait to see what they try to say it is.
Look at that, y'all.
Прямо
Now, this is what I want y'all to pay attention to right here, right? Because this caught my attention. Look how this dude, I would guess he's like my man said, he's an average sized dude.
Yeah.
Look at him in comparison to standing next to this statue. Now, mind you,
The statue's on his
the
knees.
statue is bended on its knees. And look how much it towers over him. So just imagine if this thing stood up. It would be easily 10 feet tall. You hear me? Now, I don't know what y'all know about the Watchers. I don't know what y'all know about the Nephilim. I don't know what y'all know about the Grigori. Right? But them, man, I'm sitting here trying to tell. Now, listen, this is the trick to this right here, right? Upon them finding this sculpture, the Russian military was notified, right? Putin sent the military to go confiscate this statue. And we ain't heard nothing else about it since.
Just in case that motherfucker wake up.
You feel me? Or they might be trying to wake it up. I suggest this, Putin. You better destroy that motherfucker, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. I just wanted to share that little story right there with y'all, man. I just thought that was interesting. You feel me? I thought that was just very, very thought-provoking. Let me remove this from off the screen. Y'all go over there and subscribe to this in the chat, man. Y'all go over there and subscribe to the new page, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. It kind of. I remember I was talking to one of my homies a while back, and he was telling me about like the hollow earth theory and Antarctica, you know, and why you can't fly over Antarctica and it's illegal. And you know, a lot of people don't really understand why it's illegal to fly over Antarctica.
Right.
Because it's so-called a hole that goes to the middle of the earth, which is an untapped place where a lot of people go to, which is if you ever like heard any conspiracy theories about Hitler, you know, a lot of people say that Hitler, one of his sole missions was to find Antarctica, and a bunch of Russians, a bunch of Germans, along with Hitler, just disappeared. You know what I mean? It's all conspiracy shit.
When women,
but it kind of ties into this because they say in Antarctica, it goes back to the original beings that God made, and they were 10 to 12 feet tall, normally walking around the earth. And if you ever go to Antarctica, they say those are the beings that you would see and meet. And there's a couple guys that even had books that went up there and did voyages and visited there, they said, basically. So, you know, a lot of people don't realize that, you know, when God first made human beings or beings in the earth, it was giants that roamed the earth. And that's why sometimes you find the big bones that's human bones. big thigh bones as big as a person's body and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because God originally made us as giants. He made us too big for the earth. So then,
that's not accurate, right?
I'm not sure if it's accurate.
Not us humans, not
it
us.
It wasn't humans. It was beings. That's why I call them beings.
The sons of God came unto the sons of God who were cast from heaven and came down to earth and came into the daughters of men and created the men of renown, those of old. There were giants in the earth then. That's a roughly translation of that scripture. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're going to get into this a little. We're going to get into this tomorrow. So I said, all y'all got to do is go right here. You know what I'm talking about? Going right there to the other page. You know what I'm saying? Copy that link right there. It's in the chat. Go to the page. Subscribe to it. You feel me? And tomorrow we're going to be going in on the other page to get the algorithm going over there. And we're going to be discussing and breaking this down. We're going to get into all of that. I just wanted to start y'all off with that story right there because I thought that was very that was very, man, it did something to my spirit. You understand me? When I seen that, I said, oh, whoa. I said, whoa. I said, that's not a statue. Yeah. That is not. I'm saying it could be argued. I'm not saying that I can't prove that it isn't. But what I'm telling you, when I seen that, I said, And I talked to my dad, you know what I'm saying? My pops was like, well, man, and I'm telling you, I've been telling y'all about these demons. There's levels to this stuff, man. The Watchers, you know what I'm saying? The Nephilim, the Watchers, the Atlanteans, the Grigori, from where we get the Gregorian calendar, which we all operate off of currently to this day. Pope Gregory II, the Grigori demons or gargoyles, the Gorgons, Medusa from Greek mythology was a Gorgon.
That's what I thought of instantly was Medusa.
You hear me? Medusa was a Gorgon, Greek gory. When y'all out there doing yoga, y'all do yoga out there. Yoga spelled backwards is Agoi. The Agoi were a branch of the Grigori that we know as the Watchers. When you go to cities like New York and London, on the big tall structures, especially the banks, you see what is known as gargoyles. Remember that cartoon from back in the day called Gargoyles? Mm-hmm. Gargoyles are a Watcher branch of reptilian entities, fallen angels called the Grigori. Mm-hmm. There's levels to this shit, man. You hear me? But yeah, though, y'all, man. Tox Beats in the building. What's good? What we see y'all all out there in the clouds, man. Listen here, man. Thank y'all for tapping in with us. It's E.N.E Fridays. Me and my brother King L's in the building. Y'all know what to do. I just wanted to hit y'all with that story just to, you know what I'm saying, shock your psyche real quick. We're going to be going in tomorrow evening on the other page. That's the website right there. That's the link. Y'all make sure y'all go to the goddamn link, you know what I'm saying, and y'all tap on that link and go subscribe to the other page. Hit the notification bell, click on the bell. Tomorrow evening, we're going to be going in. You hear me? On the other page, man, we're going to break this thing down. I'm going to talk about more in depth about everything I just was saying. So, you know, to put y'all up on game about this levels to this stuff, man. It's going to be a beautiful situation tomorrow evening, man. How did y'all like last night's show? You know what I'm saying? It was ladies' night last night.
I meant to tap in.
And we was discussing why do women love it raw, which is in connection to what we're talking about right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby, they like it raw. Oh, baby, you like it raw. You hear me? So, yeah, we're going to get into it tomorrow, man. You already know what it is, man.
I could tell them why I used to.
You know, we all love it.
Nah, honestly, I was like one of the ones that low-key was the most protective guy that would smash so many chicks, but I would always have a kind of like, it'd be funny, like girls I was even in relationships with be like, damn, it's 2 years and you ain't took the condom off yet?
No, sir. That's why niggas ain't got no kid or only got one.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
And that's even the activeness that we was at to have one is good enough. You know what I mean? Like, kids are a blessing and all that. We already know that. But yeah, back in them days, like you just, you gotta always strap up, keep yourself protected. If y'all got kids that are, it don't matter, boy or girl, y'all better make sure that some of y'all are scared to have that conversation, that y'all at least provide them with the right essentials and the knowledge to protect themselves. That's another thing. A lot of parents are scared to have those real conversations and provide their kids with the essentials, and then they'll get mad when they come back with the baby on the doorstep. So
you're not a baby on the doorstep.
Make sure that y'all have those critical conversations that you need to have with your kids when they. I'm saying when they hit 12 years old, damn near out here because they're so advanced. So you gotta have those conversations. You gotta provide them with the utensils, whether they use them or not. That's on them. But one thing they can never say is that you ain't providing with the essentials. Like my mom, she used to go to the health department and grab me condoms and all that and bring them home, and
prevention is the key, man. That's the thing, prevention.
It would have never been a time where if I would have brought a baby home, my mom would have been even more mad because she provided me with the way to protect myself.
We turn that light off right there.
It's gonna turn this one on.
Oh, all right. It's all good. Yeah, man. So hold on real quick. Let me make sure, because y'all tell you this dad pit be acting crazy.
You want some new music? You want me to premiere some
shit? Man. But we about to play some new music for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to play some exclusive music for y'all. King L's about to drop it on us right now, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, smash that like button, share your social engineering. You know what I'm saying? Go to the page right there. Go subscribe to the other page now, the A Real Talk Podcast. That's the link right there. It's in the chat. It's next to my name. All y'all got to do is sit up there and hit the goddamn link. Go over there, subscribe to the page, tap in, walk with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Here go a new track right here, exclusive.
Off of E.N.E Never Dies.
It's off the new album.
The next album. This ain't on this one. It's gonna be on the next one. E.N.E Never Dies is already done, y'all.
We the freshest in this motherfucker. There's a corners, only ones that can touch us. All my niggas official, no, we don't need no crutches. We celebrating this life, my niggas cracking Dutches. Look around, we the freshest in this motherfucker. There's a corners, only ones that can touch us. All my niggas official, no, we don't need no crutches. We celebrating this life, my niggas cracking Dutches. Rose petals, we don't touch the ground when I walk. On so level, no need to rush sounds when I talk. Yeah, I heard for one flick of the switch and I show they light work. They eat them, but they body cold, now that's ice work. Kids put a day in J1s, but I show them fight work. Whether in the shot dollars, told them pick the right dirt. When I smoke it, they go what the meat, that's a high alert. And never can you say you fell if you ain't tried it first. Do it down, my nigga, I'm just trying to line a verse. Never seen a nigga more live in the prime of his curse. With some thought before 30, I was designed for hers. Now all my haters pissed cause the city on my work. Yeah, I flourish with the work. Nourish up the purse, my mood is feeling great. And I ain't even spoken word. I'll say far out the city, I can run up on the turf. Solidify with the search, collecting rent like the first. Look around, we the freshest in this motherfucker. There's a corners, only ones that can touch us. All my niggas official, no, we don't need no crutches. We celebrating this life, my nigga cracking Dutches. Look around, we the freshest in this motherfucker. There's a corners, only ones that can touch us. All my niggas official, no, we don't need no crutches. We celebrating this life, my nigga cracking Dutches.
Yo, we all getting money, bro. What the fussing is, came a long way remembering. All that budget is, calling off work. Cause my bro got the duffels in, boy, we all about the cheese. You can throw the truffle in. My story is so elite, I don't know where to begin. Me and me used to go hard, that nigga's like my twin. Me and L go back to touching niggas on their chin. This E.N.E shit go deep. We was more than just some friends. That's the city of ours. Boy, we been setting trends from fatigues to the Timbs. And the money's in the lens. Start to see some. I went to school with blowing in the wind. Your face card and everything. That shows what you put in. Now I can ask my plug for one. He gon' throw me like 10. You ask your
club for some love, he asking you what you spend. We just not alike, you live a life in Instagram. I'm up all night, trying to get my cut like Uncle Sam. Everywhere that money being made, my nigga, I need in. Man, I hope this plane never lands like Peter Pan, motherfucker. Look around, we the precious in this motherfucker. Fancy corners, only ones that can touch us. All my niggas official, no, we don't need no crutches. We celebrating this life, my nigga cracking Dutches. Look around, we the precious in this motherfucker. Fancy corners, only ones that can touch us. All my niggas official, no, we don't need no crutches. We celebrating this life, my nigga cracking Dutches.
Never satisfied, never finished, will never be retired. My high school English teacher, Mr. Fisk, actually paid attention one time in class. And she said, he had this beautiful quote, and it read, rest at the end, not in the middle.
Kobe.
And I took that to heart. I believe there's time for resting at the end, but for me, that time is not now. Thank you for this tremendous honor and knowledge of my basketball career, but I'm far from done.
God, Kobe.
Rest in the essence to Kobe Bean Bryant, man. You know what I'm talking about? Rest in the essence to our brother Kobe Bean Bryant. You know what I mean? Damn, Kobe, man. I still, when I think about the people who have died in the past year, 2 years, man, I just be like, man, Kobe gone, DMX gone, Chadwick Boseman gone. Him and Kobe died like within 30 days of each other.
Yeah, that's tough, man. One of our best. Well, he was an upcoming actor that was like he was an older actor that's been doing his work, but he was that Black Panther put him on that large stage. You know what I mean? So he had just started getting his real his flowers in a sense, and then with Kobe, we already know Kobe like that. Cemented. Like you can't even question Kobe's legacy on and off the court. Like so, that quote that was a shout out to Court, Rain Man, Rain Money.
My brother Court, man. Shout out to Rain Man. Y'all know who Rain Man is. My brother Court, man. He recurring guest on the show. You know what I'm talking about? Bless the track, blessed it as usual. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, fancy corners, only ones I can touch.
You know what I'm talking about? That's the only one that can touch us, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? This E.N.E shit is deeper than this music, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Right. We got my brother Tox Beats in the building. You feel me? We got Tox Beats in the building. You know what I mean?
Tox Beats.
Tox Beats is our in-house production for E.N.E. A lot of the beats that y'all hear, most of the beats that y'all gonna hear, especially now, is gonna be coming from Tox. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and mosey on to the next story, you feel me? We're gonna mosey on over here, man. Everybody, man, thanks y'all for tapping in. Y'all already know, man, every Friday, this is how we do. We over here, you know what I'm saying? We over here lit. You know what I'm talking about? We got my baby LaQuay in the building. She said that track was fire. You know what I'm talking about?
What's up?
She said she feeling that track. So listen to this, y'all.
Such trash.
When women call men trash, it's usually sign language being used by women who have been treated like trash by men. But go ahead.
I was talking to this guy. We were talking for a minute.
Now, what do you mean by a minute?
Going on dates on and off for months, like 6+ months, right?
But that's a serious relationship, right?
He's a part of my roster. Like, I'm not taking him too seriously, but he was pressed.
Roster, like a basketball team or starting five or squad of men. You know that's nasty, right? Like, disgusting.
I'm gonna give it up to him or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever.
Why am I just finding out that this man has been in a whole ass relationship?
He was definitely married or in a long-term relationship, viewed you as a pro to him or a thought or a side chick, right? Sucking feet, probably pouring candle wax down your goddamn back. Now you feel like trash because you thought you were playing him, but he actually played you.
This man was dripping candle wax down my back.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Why are men such trash?
Yeah. I mean, it was almost self-explanatory.
I about to say, I mean, like, I don't really.
the dude broke it down so eloquently. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I mean, that's the response, and it's funny because, you know, when we hear this shit and you see it on social media all the time, all this, you know, we receptive to this shit, and a lot of y'all we know personally. And it's even with men. Like, when men complain too, like, all right, the dudes I know that complain about not having women, I normally could tell you why. You know what I mean? And it goes both ways. Like, and there's nothing wrong because everybody moves on their own speed. But to complain about it, and she's telling you she got a roster.
So basically, she's a whore.
She's doing her thing.
Whore.
And then she's saying, so she opens it up saying men are trash. But, so let me tell you this. A lot of men, like, we know normally within the first couple times of meeting up, having real discussions, chopping it up with you, how we going to really approach the situation short or long time. Just like women, I assume y'all do. So I can only give you the man's point of view, but we normally know. So he probably scoped this out off top. And she never gave off them vibes that would have put you in what we say wife type material type vibe. And he saw opportunity, took it, and yeah, I mean, she found out and got mad because she found out. And he already knew her shit. I'm 100% sure he knew what she was on already. She probably told him. You know what I mean? Which is cool. Like, if you got a roster, that's cool, but you can't get mad at the game that you playing in too. You know what I mean? Now, if you was just in the stands and you watching, that's different. You know what I mean? You get played. If she had a real genuine heart about really trying to be, and nowhere in this video did I hear her say that she even wanted to be with the dude. Really.
Notice the stuff that she didn't talk about.
Yeah. So those are things I picked up on just as much as the shit she said. So she never kind of mentioned no real interest in him. She just was upset that she didn't know that he had a girl, which she's already given vibes that she, you know, probably could have said that she was talking to other people, but didn't say that she had a whole roster. Because the roster is different. You know what I mean? When you're talking to somebody else, I might, you know what I mean? I'm talking to somebody, you know, but we're not in a relationship. All right, that's different. But when you say you got a roster, now, she's trying to flex too much and just lying because she got played.
Yeah.
So she could, you know, I'm gonna play this both ways.
She tried to turn the flex. She's trying to turn something that's very, very whorish, very lascivious into something to be paraded or something like that.
So I'm gonna play it both ways, and both ways she comes out on the bottom because even if she is, let's say she's capping to say she has a roster because she's embarrassed she got played.
Right.
Let's just go on this one. So we're going to play it from the horror standpoint, the original. But now let's put it, all right, let's just say she was a good girl that's just kind of upset that she got played. And now it's trying, well, I had some niggas anyway. Like, shit, I ain't, you know, trying to cover up the hurt.
You're not supposed to have a roster, ladies, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't even say that. Like,
why would you say that?
Even if you try, because if she is a good girl that really doesn't have a roster, really was interested in the dude and really got played just off top.
Right.
Now, social media's caught this video, and now it's circulating, and now she's viral. So now, even if she was playing and tries to come back, like, I was just capping because I was pissed off and I was mad. Now it's hard to believe that.
Yeah, like
even if you were, even if she was,
right?
You know what I mean? Now she put herself in a bad situation because she made this video to get views, which she's getting, and she didn't think that people was gonna break it down. So, and this was like so easy to break down, like, and I'm pretty sure he went more viral off of her video than she did. Because of the way he responded and the way that most men would respond, or we're not going to say it to you, we just going to think it. And be like, all right, well, I know that, you know, the more you talk, sometimes y'all talk yourself out of relationships. And think about this, women and men. Sometimes y'all really talk yourself out of relationships. And this one sounded like she could have talked herself out of a real relationship. If he was probably on the house, think about probably leaving this shit. Now she probably said this shit to him too, so You think he won't be with her now? Like, she probably could have still got some shit. Y'all women don't know, and men too. Don't talk yourselves out of relationships.
And a lot of you dudes, man, a lot of y'all dudes, I done sit up here and have conversations with chicks, man. A lot of you niggas be talking y'all's way right on up out them cheeks, man.
Right out.
This chick just sit up here ready to give you the chicks. She ready to give you the cheeks. She just sit up there and set up the whole night. If she got a kid, she done make sure she got a babysitter or the kid with their dad or whatever the situation may be. She done went and got her, you know what I'm saying? She went and got a little Brazilian wax, or she done shaved that little box, you know what I'm talking about? She done sit up there and shaved that box.
Everything.
She got it ready for you. And you just sit up there and have that conversation earlier in the day and just said some goofy shit. You just said some of the goofiest shit you could possibly say. And she just was like, or you actually got over there and just ruined the mood by talking too much.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, dude, I'm gonna put y'all up on some G, man. I normally ain't gonna give this up for free because this is how I used to crash a lot of y'all's chicks. Y'all, all right, dude. Never mention another dude. If you talking to a woman, even if you know she fucking with dudes,
I never understood that, man.
Don't even mention. And if she even brings up a dude, and she brings it up, she's
instantly derail that conversation.
Yeah,
instantly.
One thing you do is do not speak. You can listen, and like you said, try to get it to a different place, but you do not mention, talk, say anything about that man. Do not mention, bring up, or say anything about other men, because women listen to this. And y'all, you might think like, because you know the dude trying to smash her, you might even try to just throw some subtle shit. Because I had this happen to me a lot of times where, and they always go right back to the dude.
Right back to us and come tell us.
Trust me,
everything you said to her, bro, she just gonna come back and tell us.
A lot of y'all cats I'm super cool with, I've heard of y'all. And I ain't never bring it up because it didn't matter. Because I still was getting what I wanted out of the situation, so it didn't really matter. It just made me laugh and thinking about it. Like, damn, dude kind of lame, but you know what I mean? Whatever. So never bring up the dudes. Don't ever get caught up in the gossip shit. Yes, you could listen.
Chatty patty ass niggas, man.
You could be receptive. You could, you know, oh yeah, that's fucked up. Blah. Whatever you want to do, but just do not engage in it yourself.
Okay.
You can agree with her, whatever you want to do, but just don't engage in it.
Because now when you do stuff like that, you have become like the bitch, man. That's what bras do, man. Hey, listen, if I meet a chick and she get to talking about another nigga, I instantly derail that shit. Hey, you know what? I understand that whatever.
That's fucked up.
That's all good, but you know, I would rather talk about me and you and what we got going on. You know, you can discuss that with your girlfriends or something like that. No disrespect, but as a man, I cannot sit up here and engage in a conversation that is down in another man who I don't know nothing about. And even if I do know him,
it ain't none of my business, really. Like,
mom's the word.
I'm not here to talk about him. What's your goal? Is your goal to talk to that man on the phone or some shit? Or even if y'all women, because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes y'all women, y'all talked it out of a possible second date. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell y'all women.
A lot of y'all done talk to yourself right on out the Johnson. Y'all done sit up there and said some goofy stuff.
Now they may not have talked themselves about the Johnson because if I'm invested because I'm gonna tell you
we still gonna
smash. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm keeping 100 with y'all because it wouldn't be like we gotta do this. Because if we don't do it, you look at us as suckers. Because I feel like if you ain't gonna give up the game since we already on it, and like you said, like I said you talked yourself out of that next day,
right?
Because for the night, if we already out, shit.
Ghost Rider. That's a good way to get ghosted, ladies.
Hey,
good way to get ghosted.
Yeah, we're gonna make the night pop. There ain't gonna be no ill vibes, and there ain't gonna be no vibes after like that. I don't do that talking. I don't like to be caught up in that shit. And you know, when a girl get talking too much, now if you per se have a roster, somebody talking too much.
Hell, imagine this, man. You meet a chick and you like wherever you meet her at, meet her online, meet her off of social you meet her at the mall, store, wherever you meet her at, and y'all talk on whatever, then y'all like, okay, we about to link up. And upon linking up with this chick, y'all having a discussion. Not me, but you niggas like taking these bras on dates.
Don't even bring up sex.
Don't ever do that. But
let her bring it up.
Yeah, but this is what y'all do. Y'all sit up there, be out on a date with a chick talking like that, man. Be getting into the continuity, like my brother used to say. Nah, we ain't gonna do that, man. And y'all know y'all girls, y'all like to talk, man. Yeah. So this is what we as men would do. We'll come up to the crib. You get to talking about another nigga, and after I sit up there and initially say, and you keep going on,
now you tuned out.
So I ain't gonna sit up here and perk like I'm gonna get up and leave, because no, we're not gonna do that. We definitely gonna smash them cheeks and probably never ever hear from me again after that. No. It's just certain small things that chicks do, man, that y'all do that just turn niggas off. Yeah. And let me tell y'all something, and a lot of y'all girls are starting to discover this, which is just beyond me. We don't have to like you to smash you.
That's another thing. Just like y'all women do the same shit.
I don't know if women do the same thing. Women don't give their body to dudes they don't like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm pretty sure some chicks out there who have convinced themselves that they can be like us. But that's not a female trait, though. Y'all have to, in order to give your box to somebody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta. So this is the exclusion of the hoeing and thoughts and tricks and whores and all of that. We just talking about average chicks, average women. In order to give your box to a dude, right? You have to be attracted to him. You have to actually like something about him. We don't have to like anything about you.
Nah, because it could all go wrong in that moment. Because I've had because for me to. I gotta have some type of interest to even want to take you out and spend the time. Other than that, you might just come through the crib, which same shit. Because even if you just come through the crib, and it's been times where maybe you came through, like, oh, you know what I mean, I'm watching the show or watching the game. Oh, I want to come through watch the game. Okay, cool. Like, and then I might not even be thinking about smashing, but that could, like you said, that could be on their mind. Like, right. They come through and whatever might start leading to whatever lead to it and start going down whatever, but. In the moment, like you said, you just don't want to say no offset and shit. And this goes for men and women. When you in that moment, right. Just keep it between you and the person.
Don't ever bring up. Don't bring this. Yeah. Basically, what we're saying is, don't bring up other people. Man. Mm-hmm. Don't do it. Just let it go, man. Leave it alone, man. Nothing kills the mood more than talking about another motherfucker, man.
And as a man, try not to bring up sex. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, it is a time and place, but let her initiate it. Now, if she gets it, and even if she brings the conversation up, if she doesn't bring it up in full throttle, because there are some women that will just bring it up straight up, like, yo, I can't wait till we blah blah and just lay it out there. Right. But if they throw subtle shit, don't jump all the way in the pool.
You know how you niggas
put your toe in the water first, and you can test it. And you gotta let the, like, as a man, you gotta, especially in these times, because you'll be a trending topic.
You don't want to get me too.
For one, don't text shit, don't voicemail shit, don't DM shit. Even phone calls nowadays is kind of, I wouldn't even do that shit, because now they're recording calls. If anything, those type of conversations you gotta have one-on-one in
person, man.
Because niggas is recording everything, and everything is somebody looking to come up and go viral. So you say some silly shit, don't get mad if your silly ass get put on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, listen. You know they got the chicks, and y'all might have seen this though. They got the chicks that just be going live or Instagram live, YouTube, and they be just exposing their DMs. Mm-hmm. And you niggas is terrible. Now, let me just say this. Ain't nothing wrong with sliding in the chick's DM. You hear me?
Nothing wow.
Don't say nothing wow. And then it's like a limit. Like, you got some guys, I say give it the 3-strike rule. I apply the 3-strike rule to a lot of things. If you're going to slide in the chick's DM, like the third time, like, just relax, man. You know what I'm saying? If you done slid into this chick's DM 3 times, and she ain't responded once, stop. Now, normally if I was to slide in the DM, I'm only gonna say something. I'm not just one time, and that's it. But I don't, the 3-strike rule. If you after 3 times, that's when you just being thirsty.
Right.
You're dying of thirst, man. You need to go ahead and get you one of these. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You need to get you one of these, man, and drink it straight. Don't stop. Don't take a sip. Drink the whole bottle.
Right.
Y'all stop being so thirsty, man. That's what's making these chicks crazy in the head because you thirsty ass niggas out there, man.
And that also boosts unreasonable consciousness up to a point. Like I was even watching a cat the other day. He put something in the chat like, "Yo, well, nah, ooh." And I wanted to bring Champagne on the show. She gonna come on one time. She like a half comedian. We all went to school together at Eastwood. Virgil, she do like funny videos and shit like that. Yeah. Brown skin, super thick, like super thick. Like she used to chill with Shannon and them, the white girl Shannon and Sarah and all them. The cool ones. We used to always chill.
I would have to. Yeah,
but nah, they was just super cool. But Champagne, like, she brought up a question the other day on Facebook where she was like, what she say? She asked everybody, "Where would you rank yourself?" And then you have people going in there putting 10s and and I'm like,
next Tuesday.
We could bring. I'm gonna ask her to come on. Like I told her. Like,
whether she come on or not, that's gonna be the topic for next Tuesday.
And it was funny, yeah.
You cool?
I'm always cool, yeah.
Next Tuesday, tap in. Ism, what it do, big bro?
Yeah, man,
we got my brother Sir Ism in the building, man. What's good with your Ism?
What up?
My man Ism said 1 strike rule, man. You say you on a 1 strike? Hey, that's what I am, Sir Ism. You hear me? 1 strike. You got 1 strike as far as I'm messing with you. As soon as I see that 1 red flag, and when it comes to the DM, see, now I say just to be fair, 3. But for me personally, I'm only if I even decide to slide in your DM, I'm only gonna do it once, right? But I say for across the board, because a lot of you niggas, I say 3. After that 3rd time, you're thirsty, man.
And I've been out the game so long, I ain't even in the DM area.
Yeah, like I said,
I never did that shit. I'm more of a right up front and personal.
I am too.
That's just because I missed this era. Like if I was single in this era, I'm pretty sure I'd be out here shooting a shot and all that.
There's nothing wrong with sliding in the DM, man.
It's not.
I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that, but it's like the free. Like I said, you slide in the chick's DM 3 times, man, and she don't reply at all. If you do it after the 3rd time, bro, you bugging.
Now
you super bugging.
Now, let me also go back because I was a part of the original Twitter, the Black Twitter, when it first started, like 2008, like when Twitter first, like when it was really, really real, and they had Twitter off after dark.
Not Twitter after dark. After dark.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The Twitter after dark was when people would go on there, they would just say how they felt. Like, hey man, and I ain't gonna lie. I then took a couple down right off of Twitter the same night. You said what? Okay, you know what? You know what I mean? All you gotta do is just throw a little laugh in the DM, like LOL, and the LOL. I wasn't even an LOL nigga, but that was the first. Oh, that shit.
Not
was
that
funny.
LOL smiley face,
bro. Not even a smiley face. Just LOL. I didn't even know about. I used to talk shit about emojis back. Yeah, I didn't even start using emojis till like 2 years ago. Because I used to talk shit about emojis. But now I rather reply to emojis, but. Nah, I remember, Twitter After Dark, 2008, 2009, it's like, shit, they put something up in there, all I would do is put LOL, and then next thing you know, you at the chick's house later that night, and Twitter was real. It was like
Twitter After Dark. I ain't even hip. He put me up on some guy. I ain't hip. I wasn't even locked up then, so I wasn't even hip to Twitter for real.
It was real, bro. Twitter was
Twitter After Dark.
Twitter After Dark.
If I'd have been hip to it, I definitely would have been partaking.
Because what's crazy is because like Stat said, he wasn't on social media. See, me, Court, we had people throwing E.N.E on the end of their names and shit coming on there. Like it was like we had to click pop. That's when we were still doing shows. You know what I mean? So it was pretty live. You know what I mean?
T was good, baby.
Shit was different on Twitter.
T said she definitely wasn't hip to the Twitter after dark.
We was in the city, bro. It was a little different. And,
yeah, I wasn't hip to the Twitter after dark.
That's when Twitter was.
I'd have definitely been partaking in that,
bro. It was different because people. It went like when you see that hashtag after midnight. If you was on Twitter back then it was called Twitter After Dark. Like y'all remember what was it, HBO? Remember HBO? After a while when you had the soft porn and shit? Yeah, the HBO After Dark. Like
not HBO After Dark.
Back then when we was kids, you grew
Red
up,
Shoe Diaries, man.
See, y'all gotta remember, man, we come up in the 90s. So when Twitter first started, we still was a bunch of 90s kids ruling the shit. It was before these new 2000 kids got on this shit. You gotta think this is 2008. They were just being born. Now they the ones running the shit. You know what I mean? But at that height, Twitter After Dark was a real shit. It was a real escapade. It was real experiences. And it wasn't like you even had to do the DM. Like I said, if I hopped in, it's just like LOL. And next thing you know, it's like a conversation started and you over the house. Or they over your house. However it play out. And it was different. But you have to know how to initiate it, when to initiate it. And it was times when you might throw that in there and no response or it don't go that way. But I'm going to say this. You know the vibes. You know what I mean? Especially if you see it.
Glitch the Guarantee in the building. What it do, man? You know
Glitch was on there back then. He was on Twitter back then.
Glitch. Glitch.
Twitter after
Hold on. This is what I'm going to do. Y'all know it's E.N.E Fridays, right?
Yeah.
So it's only right that I do what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. Glitch, man. Come on in. Tap in. Matter of fact, it's open panel. It's Friday night, E.N.E Fridays. Anybody, man. You're all welcome, man. You're all welcome. Glitch, go ahead, tap that link. Please expound on what you remember, if at all, about that Twitter After Dark, man.
Because I wish Court, because I know Court, because hey, man, it was different. You know what I mean?
After
Dark. You know what? Let me tell you the difference between then and now.
Right.
Then, we weren't about exposing motherfuckers. See, now, I don't even think it could work because a nigga might think you setting him up. You know what I mean?
Try to lay on him or something, pause. You know what I'm saying? Trying to line him up or something, man.
Now they got OnlyFans. So it's like, it's just so much different. Like now, she don't need to put it out there like that. Now they could get paid to fuck. You know what I mean? So a nigga like
feminism has infiltrated the ism.
Now it's a little
Just
different.
Talked about that a couple days ago.
But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Like, don't ever think that these women don't want to fuck as much as y'all. And as much as they might say they don't, they actually might want to do it way more to y'all. But that's why I always tell y'all, do not talk yourself out of it. Because if you out on a date and she's even spending the time and the time is going on and you 2-3 hours in, let me tell you it. If you play your cards right, more likely than not, even if it ain't that night, you can hold the time and keep her really engaged. They love that, man. Like,
we got my brother Glitch the Guarantee in the building.
Play your cards.
What up?
We got my brother Glitch the Guarantee in the building. What's good with you, Glitch, man?
That's my brother right there, man.
Man, just cooling out, man. Cooling out. You know what I'm saying? We got the kiddos this weekend, so we cool.
So Twitter After Dark, Glitch the Guarantee. I know you know about Twitter After Dark, nigga.
That's where E.N.E was at the pinnacle.
Talk to him, bitch.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hey, Twitter After Dark was so crazy. I literally took like a 5-year hiatus from Twitter.
Me too, bro. I gave that shit up, bro. It fucked up my relationship for a minute, bro.
Man, it was crazy place, but it was, man, it used to go down. Hey, man.
You couldn't be in a relationship on Twitter for like that. Exactly what he said is what I did too. Because if you look at my tweets, it's about a 5-year gap. Because
you have to take a 5-year hiatus to repair the situation or to make sure it was still intact, man, due to the contact with Twitter After Dark.
Yeah, because if you get in it, because once you get in a relationship, you have to let go of Twitter back then.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't you. Like, bro, it was to the point where I would have to call chicks because you can't delete shit off yo. If somebody at you, you can't delete that shit. And I'm like, yo, delete that shit. Like, don't be putting that shit out there on here for like, cause you know me, bro. You know how I always been. Like, I mean, it's some niggas in our crew that just to take down whatever and don't care about the comment. But me, what we do it between me and you, and that's how it should be. Like always. So don't ever put that shit on the internet for everybody to see. I ain't never been.
Yeah, y'all chicks is terrible, man. Y'all got so listen. You gotta have a discernment of character. It's a difference if you exposing something, but certain things don't need to be exposed, but certain things do. So you gotta have a discernment of character. You gotta have about yourself, especially as being a woman. You gotta know what to put out there and what not to put out there. Exactly. Some of y'all chicks be acting crazy, and I'll be like, "This is none of our business." Why
especially
are you telling us this,
generation?
You feel me? I mean, how y'all listen here, Glitz, L, and everybody out there listening, watching, man. Sometimes have y'all been on social engineering, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you see somebody post stuff, and you just like, why are you telling us this, man?
Every day, bro. It's every day.
Why?
It's literally every day.
This though, out of all the stuff you could possibly have put on social media, you want to share with complete strangers, very personal aspects of your life that's none of my business, and I'm like, I don't want to know this, man.
because everybody wants to go viral nowadays. You know what I mean?
They go viral with it. You niggas want to go viral, man.
That's all they want to do.
They just want to go viral, Glitch, and don't even understand the etymology of what the word viral means.
And it don't look good
at all. It's not a good look, man.
Like, why would you put yourself in the scrutiny of everybody?
What's looking for a song?
Yeah. Why would you put yourself in the scrutiny of everybody?
Especially the real pretty, the real pretty chicks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like this generation is different. Like, I understand how people act when they like see these chicks now, because obviously they not used to being around these kind of chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like that was like, I mean, before like your Instagrams and all that. Like, I mean, all my homies, you know what I'm saying, always had bad chicks, so it was like nothing. But you know how
because this is the thing, and this is something that if y'all pay attention to, and this falls into with the stuff that's going on social engineering right now, especially on YouTube. You got a lot of goofy ass dudes talking about bras, you know what I'm saying, critiquing and analyzing so-called female nature. You niggas don't even mess with bras, man. Y'all niggas talking about these chicks, and y'all don't even mess with the type of chick that y'all be talking about, man. Y'all don't even interact with these bras. Y'all don't talk to these bras. My man Glitch, he can come back in if he need to, man. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link is still right there. Y'all don't even mess with these type of chicks. Y'all never have. Y'all not interacting with these chicks. Y'all be speaking on. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme. Y'all be talking about modern women, and y'all don't even interact with modern women. When I say modern women, I don't mean modern women your age. I'm talking about y'all be talking about the demographic of bras that y'all don't even mess with. You niggas ain't had a 20-something since y'all was 20-something, man. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about these bras. These little bras will run circles around some of you corny, goofy, no game, lame ass niggas out here, man. These bras
been doing it.
And that's why you niggas be making it rain on these bras. That's why you niggas be fucking here talking about how much y'all want to eat. Y'all be, I done sit up here and heard, man, y'all niggas is terrible, man. You niggas be sitting here telling these girls y'all come through and eat their booty and stuff like that. What's wrong with you niggas, man?
What?
Groceries. Hey, nah. Hey, I mean, it's wild out here. It's a whole different time. It's a whole different era.
Is that a song right there, El?
It is a song.
Yeah, we're gonna get to an exclusive track. You know what I'm saying? Now, because this is a perfect segue. This is I need to go run in my car and go grab my Piffery because I forgot to go grab it. And you know what I'm saying? We're about to sit here and just blow all else good. You know what I'm talking about? So what we're gonna do is Glitch the guarantee. I want my brother. Hey, y'all welcome to come up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit the link. The link is right there.
So you know right, I play a track with Glitch. Is Glitch in the building?
Glitch is in the building. We're gonna play a track with Glitch.
Hey, you know what's wild? I got a track that Glitch ain't even heard that he on.
What?
And that's the remix Hey man, we out here doing this.
Hold on, man. Hold
on. You want me to wait?
Yeah, wait till I come back.
Wait for that one. I might have to.
I might have to run to my car real quick and go grab my smoke, y'all. Man, it's ill. Y'all sit up there and just chop it up.
Yeah, we gonna chop it up.
You know what I'm saying? Until I get back. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and share another. You can go ahead and even share another story or something like that, bro. You know, my mouth right there and all of that.
Well, fuck it. Since we talking, you know what I mean?
Talk heavy. If you gonna talk heavy, man.
Hey, we're gonna talk about today is the GOAT day. It's the third day of February, so 2-3 on the 23rd
I'll be right back, y'all.
of the new millennium. It's 23-23. It's MJ Day, the GOAT day. I know Rob. I know Brian. He's also 23. So if you want to say 23 is the GOAT for LeBron, and whatever, whoever your GOAT is, it's the 23 nigga most likely. Or a 24 and 8 nigga, you know what I mean? Those is the GOATs. So, but today's the GOAT day, so I hope I didn't wear J's today for some. I had on phones today, but y'all know we got J's on deck all day. So, you know what I mean? It's the GOAT day. The NBA has been a lot of fights in the NBA. My nigga Kyrie wants to leave Brooklyn. Fuck it, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But they disrespected my nigga. And
I don't blame him. Yeah, once I finally first heard it, I'm just like, all right, Kyrie just wants some other stuff. But then when I found out what the reasoning behind, you know what I'm saying, what he was doing, I was like, oh yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah. I was the same exact way, Rob, because I went to I was working hard as fuck today, so I wasn't really looking at nothing. And then I get to this restaurant. I went to this spot called Virgil on the west side to grab me a little. They got the $15 pictures of margaritas on Friday. So I went up there, meet my homie Brad, and I'm sitting there waiting for him to get there, and I'm like looking at ESPN. They like Kyrie demands trade from Brooklyn. So I'm the same way you is. Like, man, what the fuck? I'm a Brooklyn fan, y'all, and I can't fucking get no peace and quiet in Brooklyn. This last couple of weeks, I'm like, all right, we looking good. KD back here next week for the All-Star. He gonna come back and play, and we about to blow motherfuckers out. And then next thing you know, I'm like, damn, now Kyrie, and now he's saying he's leaving, and no matter what, even if he play the rest of the year, he's leaving no matter what. But to give y'all an update, the reason why he said that shit is because this nigga's a superstar. He's a generational talent. He is one of the best motherfuckers that ever put a basketball in his hand. The man's fucking talented, y'all. Kyrie, even if you don't like him, you know him. Like, Kyrie is out of the world. I mean, he's probably more popular than Bron in some places because this nigga he's different. Kyrie's different. He's a talent all in itself, a brand all in itself.
You want to talk about Kyrie?
I got to talk about this just for a second. You know what I mean? Because we're going to tap in a little bit more later. I just wanted to hold it to the stacks y'all back.
Right.
But yeah, man, for them, what they did was they tried to tell this man that he hasn't earned a maximum contract, and we out here giving maximum contracts to cats that don't have none of the pull that Kyrie got. Like, people go to games just to watch Kyrie. I went to a game, drove in a snowstorm to go see Kyrie, and knew KD wasn't playing, and still drove to go see this man because he's that type of player. You only get to see these type of players in your life a couple times, yeah.
They out here giving max deals to niggas like Fred VanVleet.
Zion Williams, and all this, a nigga who ain't played, and he hurt every fucking year. You know, I'm tired of that shit, bro. And Kyrie ain't standing for the bullshit in Brooklyn. They said this man walked out the meeting and wouldn't even go back once they said that shit. And then they try to put some shit about winning in this contract where all this dude does is try to win. And shit, KD been out for 2 weeks and he been carrying the team on his back for 2 weeks, dropping 30 points, playing 38 minutes a night for y'all. And then y'all gonna offer him a contract, talk about win? And that's all he tried? Man, I feel him, man. Fuck y'all. And you know what? Y'all can trade me by the deadline next Thursday. Or you know what? Even at the end of the year, the way y'all try to disrespect me in this meeting, I will never. And the fucked up part about Brooklyn is that's where he's from. That's where he wanted to be. He told him that's where he wanted to be. He just wanted a max contract because that's what the fuck he's worth.
Yeah, he want that guaranteed money. Niggas ain't out. Kyrie different than a lot of niggas in the league. You gotta think about it though. He a lot different than a bunch of these.
Even
I'm just gonna
superstars.
call it what. Yeah, I'm gonna just call it what it is though. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't. Kyrie, niggas is finding out that Kyrie can't be bought.
No.
He can't be controlled. So this is what I say about Kyrie. And y'all know I ain't even no basketball sports ass nigga though, but on another level though, Kyrie should just retire. Fuck the
I
NBA.
said that too.
He should just retire.
Yeah, because
fuck the NBA, nigga.
It's been they've been. Yeah, and Rob knows I'm a Kyrie fan, so he knows, bro. And I've been saying this shit like niggas been disrespecting this nigga all across, like from the media stories to the attention. Huh?
That's what the mainstream media do. That's what they do. They point the narratives because they already know they got everybody else under their control. So whatever they gonna say, you know what I'm saying, the media gonna make sure that they part going back.
Yeah, he clearly told them last year that I don't give a fuck about the media. So they started that narrative. Oh, now he doesn't want to, because he said, I don't even need to talk to y'all. What do I need to talk to the media for?
For what?
I come to work to play basketball every day. He was on that Barry Bonds shit. Yeah. And that's why they treat Barry. That's why Barry Bonds ain't in the Hall of Fame, because Barry Bonds is the greatest man to ever swing a baseball bat. And anytime that you don't comply with the media, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the reason why a lot of people don't place him as the greatest basketball player is because he didn't like the fucking media. They got the 30 for 30 coming up that me and Virgil definitely going to tap on. Chris Jackson, one of the greatest point guards. See, I'm a point guard at heart, y'all. I grew up playing point guard my whole life. This guy, he was one of the greatest point guards ever, and I'm glad ESPN or whoever's doing this documentary.
Nah, it's Showtime. It came out today.
I'm glad whoever's doing this documentary, because I used to always talk about this man, because I said he was one of the best players that got held back, and everybody was talking about Colin Kaepernick, and I'm like, hold up, y'all don't remember Chris Jackson, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, like one of the greatest.
A lot of cats don't remember him though, unless you from our era. Like you couldn't ask nobody from this generation who that was. They have no fucking
this generation, yeah. But I would think a lot of people from our era don't even remember him, and he was the first person as a superstar player that stood or didn't stand for the national anthem because of his religious beliefs. And his was just for religious beliefs, which you would have thought would have definitely been understandable. You know what I mean? Like Colin didn't even do it for religious beliefs. He just did it because he was taking a stance on police brutality. But this man did it because of his religious beliefs, which you would think would be acceptable in America. The way that we say that religious beliefs trumps a lot of shit. But they basically blackballed and got this man out the NBA in his prime. And then banned him basically from everything.
Yep.
But that's a whole other story. Me and Virgil going to talk about that. I can't wait till that 30 for 30. I mean, the series, I keep calling it 30 for 30 because ESPN does make great documentaries. But this is on Showtime, like Rob said, and Showtime makes great content too. I love what they got going on over there, especially with the basketball, the documentaries. They try their best to keep it 100 and authentic. They also got the BMF series, the BMF documentary. So y'all should go check that out too. But we got to learn about a lot of this stuff, man, because we don't understand. We think that Colin was the first person to do it. No. They was Xing people out and blackballing them way before Colin. Colin was just in an era where now we got a lot of more cameras. Now it's social media. Now we got all this access to the information, where back then, in the 90s, we didn't have access to the information. So if somebody just disappeared from the NBA, it was like, oh, well, shit, he just ain't in the NBA no more. Like, we didn't think too much about it in the 90s. Where now, 2000s, we got questions like, yo, where's such and such? What's going on? You know, we always ask these questions. So, yeah. All right. But we're going to talk about the Kyrie shit a little bit more in depth, because I did put an article that went a little bit into it, but we're going to play some music here. We're going to play a remix here. that was off. Y'all gotta go get the beginning of the end. That's what I dropped on the 31st of December. Start the year off right. So this track right here is a track that was on there. It's called D-Day. Dope ass track. We're gonna shoot a video of this too. So I already talked to the person on this. I ain't gonna reveal it right now until after we get finished. But it's gonna be a video shot as soon as even if Glitch don't come in town, we're gonna
figure it out.
He already told me, Glitch, we'll be able to do it. You can even shoot your shot separately, and we got the guy to mix it in the video. If you could come in, that'd be greater. But either way, it's gonna be a great fucking production, and it's gonna take
y'all, man. 2023, we bringing y'all them visuals to these tracks, man.
So here we go. This is D-Day featuring Glitch the Guarantee, and I'll tell y'all who's on it after who's on the remix. E.N.E all day, the beginning of the end. We're gonna put this link in here for y'all tonight.
Ain't never gonna do shit. I ain't trying to be the one, so I walk with 2 clips. Stay on your grind, homie, make them know who you is. Energy on the trigger, cause my flow one exclusive. Bullshit, you say talk, you get that in the keyholes. Ellis custom white drip with the flex, that's a big boss. These niggas bitches, well you know how the streets talk. Don't understand lane talk. Call these niggas E.N.E. Now I need a Casey, not Pat Holmes or Kendico.
Shout out to KC, Super Bowl.
Heard they try stealing my flow, like the kid boys. To get to this level, you can't cheat. This ain't it, boy. No, I can't dance, but I gotta go 2-step. On my Snoop flow, next year I caught the blue. When it all falls down on my yay, that's a blue check. It's the perfect season for a hoodie and a crew neck. No, I can't dance, but I gotta go 2-step. On my Snoop flow, next year I caught the blue. When it all falls down on my yay, that's a blue check. It's the perfect season for a hoodie and a crew neck. I got a dope 2-step, bitch, you better know it. From a different cloth, game locked and loaded. Sure shot in the booth, bitch, I'm locked and loaded. Hot bars is the proof, yeah, niggas very focused on being French to keep it frank. Rolling right over niggas like military tanks. E.N.E real niggas is where they got us ranked here. If we ain't top tier, it's gotta be a diamond. King and Glitch together, this shit ain't even fair. I'm in the bank so much, they know my name in there. Fire flames when I spit, I'm like the angry bear. I got that off-white flow and diamond solitaire. No, I can't dance, but I gotta go 2-step. My Snoop flow, next year I caught the blue. When it all falls down on my yay, that's a blue check. It's the perfect season for a hoodie and a crew neck. No, I can't dance, but I gotta go 2-step. My Snoop flow, next year I caught the blue. When it all falls down on my yay, that's a blue check. It's the perfect season for a hoodie and a crew neck. I don't just walk in, I spin it through a slide. They don't just start running the F and then make them hide. Got a lot of ideas, a lot of them I tried. Boy, I've been a boss ever since birth. Put my feet anywhere. On God's green earth, running grass like it's turf. Run outside with no shirt, like I'm high off a perk. Entourage so big that they think it's little dirt. On some soldier boy shit, why? Cause I did it first. I'm the man with the wallet, I don't need a damn purse. Put all the ops asleep, somebody call a hearse. Plus you know I'm getting paid every time I write a verse. Death Lock.
Okay.
Something I'm working on. That ain't nothing yet.
You see how you cut that off real quick.
That ain't nothing yet. You know what I mean? I'm
See
like,
how, hey,
holler at Stacks later on, see if I get Stacks on that.
y'all see how he cut that off real quick. You hear me?
Shit. This is something it's just an instrumental, y'all. Fuck it. We gonna vibe out, man. It's Friday night.
$5, let's go. You said my name. You must have had me in mind on this track, you feel me?
I did. I just downloaded this the other day. Yeah. I like that joint right there.
That's a nice little vibe right there.
Right.
Yeah. That's something I was thinking about. You know what I mean?
You thinking about me really, or really?
Yeah, I was. I was thinking about you on this one. Yeah, I definitely was. But that's just something, you know what I mean? I just wanted y'all to kind of. I wasn't gonna play this, but hey, since we're playing, we're vibing out. It's Friday night.
My brother Uncle
Friday.
Diggity in the building,
Uncle
man.
Diggity in the building.
Salute to the bros out here on the
What up, Uncle Diggity? What's good, my guy?
Quick tap in. You already know, man. Shout out to you and your wife, brother. Enjoy y'all evening, man. LaQuay said, hold on, LaQuay said, she said this is one of the songs I like.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell y'all, man. The beginning of the end. Like if y'all had any type of connection with that album, y'all gonna love Energy Never Dies. And Energy Never Dies, I've already got over 40 tracks. Only 30 I'm going I'm probably gonna do 10. I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be a 3-part series. But trust me, if y'all rock with the beginning of the end, y'all gonna really fall in love with Energy Never Dies, because it just takes it to the. I wanted to put a lot of energy into it. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of stories. It's a lot of us. So, yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. The place I can hear y'all nicely on this be me and L on that beat. Play that joint again real quick.
That's what I was saying. Like, you know what I mean? Because telling joint, you know what I mean? We're going to tell y'all, so we tell y'all these CEO stories all the time. You know what I mean? Uncle Diggity in the building, West Coast.
You know what I'm talking about?
Me and Uncle Diggity, like I told you, we gotta get together too. You know what I mean? And Tox Beats in the building. I got some joints that me and Tox Beats. Hey, we gonna drop some shit for y'all this year. We took a year off. 22 was a slight year off.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie.
But this year, man.
Yeah, I got a little announcement to make too.
Hey.
Yeah, that's fire right there, man. Well, one thing for sure, two things for certain, y'all. Whatever we put down to that, it's gonna be fire. Y'all done heard all the tracks with me and my brother Ed. We going in, man. Yeah. We got my brother Glitch the Guarantee in the building. Tox Beats said they ain't ready, man.
Hey, we hitting y'all with a back-to-back tonight because this is what it is. You know what I mean? E.N.E all day. RB, that's Intervision, EOD. You already know. Shout out to North.
I ain't never heard this, y'all.
Exclusive all night, y'all. Give us all flowers.
Y'all getting exclusive E.N.E shit, man. Tap in and walk with us, man. I ain't never even heard this shit.
I don't know what this generation.
Is that immigration hanging on to every word I say? Oh, that's conversations flowing any weather, snow, sleep, and precipitation every time we grab the mic. It's like a presentation, got the game on lock. Where's the shot? Cause we close it up. We been had the bread, so that shit hold it up. Every time you hear E.N.E, then you know it's up. Ice chips in the deep freezer, we just close it up. We just blow it up. Check the stick, see
E.N.E. My nigga Sick always bless the track, man. Always bless the hook.
Give us all flowers, y'all.
This place said this got 3-6 vibes.
3-6 vibes. We're a little bit of Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, I'm very fine.
never cross a step on the line, glancing at my time, always making deposits. How much I time? Anyone that say my pops was OG, that's my inspiration. Only one to always have my back with no hesitation. Told me never trusted loyalty, be out of desperation. Stay ready, just in case opportunity with preparation. Invest, we trying to stretch more than couple generations. Think of wrong when you thinking of king's innovation. Last year, E.N.E stint, that was our restoration. Open the year with stimulus packages, show our dedication. Put your boy drop, after let your brain drop. That's two tatted kids before the sun was mind drop. Exactly how much I splashed after twisting off the top. Pops, meeting Randy, yo, sick before I get a shot. Came up in this game screaming out, we was born to die. Summer snow hit him right between the fucking eyes. They thought we didn't have a chance like David versus Goliath. Yes, we could make peace, yet never back with vacant lies. My passion was my pride. My actions never lie. Whoever standing on my side, standing next to Alamon. The essence in the light, and the sun up in the sky. My energy from fresh air. When you kill me, still
I never die, yo. You can kill me and I never die. Energy never dies, yo. It don't matter. You can blow my fucking brains out and I'm still gonna live. What's the guarantee?
Got a fat leaf roll, I'm about to light it up.
Light it up.
Derrick Henry the flow, you niggas tighten up. Eyes puffy like allergies when they acting up. I'll be out back with your bitch, letting her suck me up. Glitch back on that shit, don't gotta brag as such. Competition first floor, kissing my attic dust. The way I spit like 50 cows, it's loud as fuck. Just like the weed is, honestly, I'm the new big. Couple hundred lighter compared to bars and be speechless. You niggas ass and I ain't being facetious. Top views, white sand beaches, show where my reach is. Straight to the point, like Joe Clark, how I teach kids. You niggas lie on the book and gotta renege. I'm trying to drown in the money, I'm at the deep end. Am I the best? Well, honestly, that depends on who you asking, cause all my niggas are savages.
All my niggas are savages. Man, listen. I ain't listening, man. Catch up.
This might have to be the new intro to the show, man. Hey.
Yeah, that joint right there. Hey, we got a whole joint we need to get out. We in the process of talking about getting the whole joint out.
This shit hard, man.
I play this about 3 times a day. I ain't gonna lie.
This is why I only listen to E.N.E, y'all, man. Not to say that all these dudes is not. You feel me?
That's called fresh air, y'all.
That song is hard. Hey, that's hard, man. Pause, man.
Y'all get that later down the line. You know
Yeah, that's nice right there, man. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that song right there was just hot fire. That shit was raw right there, man. Yeah. You hear me? That's why I love my nigga, because you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hear tracks like that. When I hear a track and the first thing come to my mind is, damn, I wish I was doing that track. That's when I know it's hot fire, man.
Hey, man, that's how I be, man.
That might have to be the new introduction to the show, man.
That's a hard joint. We got several of those joints. We in the process of talking about, because we already got a joint done. Me, L, and Star, we got a joint done. I don't know if niggas know that.
Rob just said it.
Yeah, we got a whole album.
L didn't want to let the cat out the bag. Listen,
we got a whole album. We got a whole album.
L, bruh. It's like Glitch. It's E.N.E Fridays. Why not let the cat out the bag?
That's real. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a whole.
Right here.
We got a whole joint. We did this shit like what, 9 months ago?
It was a long time ago. You could tell because I was talking about on the verse. I was talking about 2021.
It might have been, like I said. I mean, I can't remember. It was a while ago when we did it. But yeah, we got a whole joint. 11 joints.
Let's go.
It's been on ice for about 9 months.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
I
like that track right there.
We just got into the process. we gonna link up and we gonna figure something out. But we try to get that out because I know L we want to drop that so L can drop his shit.
Right.
Hey, that's what I'll say. We got to do that first. We got to do that one first. I told y'all we definitely got to do that one first. Like I need that to drop.
And
because that joint's going to inspire E.N.E to drop the E.N.E album. Which is what y'all need. Y'all need the E.N.E album, not the E.N.E mixtape. Y'all need the E.N.E album. If I could push for something 2023, we need to get the E.N.E album. That's what we need.
What?
Oh, Virgil's going to love this.
What?
That's the reaction I wanted when I sent it to him.
Wow.
I'm glad I got to see him.
Yeah, you might have to play another little exclusive joint off of that.
Oh, he is. We're gonna get to it, Glitz. We definitely gonna get to it. Don't even trip.
Tonight's exclusive.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do all the exclusives tonight. I got exclusives for us all day. So we're gonna do exclusives all night.
Hey man, this is why I love Friday nights, y'all.
Hey, I knew that. I was with him when he seen the reaction. Y'all heard it.
This is why I love Friday nights. This is why I love my brother L, my brother Glitz, the Guarantee in the building. E.N.E Fridays. This is the reason why we call it E.N.E Fridays, because it's nothing but E.N.E in the building. We got Tox Beats in the chat. And I love my brother L, man, a brother after my own mind. Listen to this, y'all. Massachusetts prisoners, state prisoners that is, may get shorter sentences for organ donation.
Wow.
That's wow. A new bill proposes that prisoners get at least 2 months off the 2 months?
Just 2 months.
They wildin'.
Oh, hold on though. It's donating bone marrow or organs?
Yeah.
Oh, this is wild. Let's get into this. Prisoners in Massachusetts may soon have the option to get their sentences reduced in exchange for donating their organs or bone marrow if a proposed law is passed in the U.S. state. A new bill with the aim of establishing an organ and donation program within the state's Department of Corrections has been proposed by 2 state lawmakers. Of course, they're both Democrats. If it passes into law, then the program shall allow, pay attention to the word shall, y'all. Hold on real quick. Hold on, y'all. Pay attention. Slow it down real quick, right? Notice that it says shall allow. Not it will allow. Not it must allow. Not it has to allow. But it shall allow. Eligible incarcerated individuals to gain not less than 60 and not more than 365-day reduction in the length of their committed sentence. Along with the new program, this is demonic, man. Along with the new program, a committee would be established composed of 5 members responsible for overseeing the scheme. They're literally calling this a scheme to our face. This is so disrespectful, man. How these people working through the mainstream media is just telling us to our face, fuck y'all, man. This is extreme insult to your intelligence if you're a critical thinking person, man.
It's crazy because that's exactly what I felt.
That's just so disrespectful, man.
I felt disrespectful.
It is so disrespectful, man. I'm gonna read that again. If it passes into law, then the program shall allow eligible incarcerated individuals to gain not less than 60, but not more than 365. So no less than 60 days, no longer than a year, you're going to get reduced from your sentences if you are willing to donate your bone marrow or an organ, not and or, but or. So that means one of the two, right? And that's, I'm pretty sure, due to stipulations if you like qualify for certain biological, situations, right? The length of their committed sentence. Along with the new program, a committee will be established composed of 5 members responsible for overseeing the scheme. It's a scheme. The committee would also decide on eligibility standards for incarcerated individuals interested in the program and the amount of bone marrow and or organs donated to earn one's sentence to be commuted. Currently, the U.S. Federal Bureau of Prisons allows organ donations by inmates only if the recipient is a member of their immediate family, but many states' prisons, including those in Massachusetts, have no pathway to organ or bone marrow donation. No state allows organ donation from executed prisoners, even if they were a registered organ donor. Wow, it's crazy. According to the United Network for Organ Sharing, what? Hold on, man.
It's a whole organization.
They have a complete organization on this shit. I didn't know this, man.
Yeah, bro.
They'll put me on the game, man. Hold on.
It's
And
a whole
listen,
organization for this
it's
shit.
called UNOS.
Mm-hmm.
The United Network for Organ Sharing. Man, this is the I keep telling y'all, man. Hold on. We gotta stop for a second.
So y'all gotta think. Remember when
Mr. O with the info, my Joe from Chicago. What it do, Joe?
So you remember I remember you talked about a while ago, like, when people get kidnapped and shit or whatever, like how they basically
People coming up missing and shit
coming
like
up
that.
missing, but a lot of people is like kidnapping people for organs. There's a lot of different reasons you could get kidnapped. Sex slave, they might send your ass over to Romania or some shit, or whatever it may be. Like, you get caught up in all kind of shit. But a huge part of this, where a lot of people come up missing, is for organ donation, because that's a huge black market thing going on. It always will be, because it's always some rich motherfucker that might find out some shit that's far down on the organ list, and you could be a donor for them, just like the Hunger Games. And this shit is real out here. Like, we don't think about this shit, but this shit is real. The black market,
crazy, man.
Niggas sell organs on the black market all the time. That's one of the highest selling things on the black market is organs. Where do y'all think they getting these organs from? Like, where do y'all think?
That's a whole nother topic for a complete entire live stream right there.
But we're tapping into a little bit of it, because if they're willing to do this,
this is publicly now through the prison system.
They're never going to give y'all enough information to let y'all know what's really going on behind the scenes. So if they're willing to give y'all this, what's already been going on is the question you should ask yourself. What do you say?
Who benefits? Now, let me put something into y'all cipher real quick. Let me put something into y'all cipher real quick, right? A couple years ago, 2018, about a year and a half and some change after I was released from prison, it was a situation that happened in the state of New York penal system. Y'all can Google this and find out for yourself. Around 800,000 black inmates in the New York state penal system came up missing.
That's wild.
I'm gonna repeat that. 2018, New York State penal system, 800,000 black inmates were missing.
That's a lot of people.
That's insane.
Look into it, y'all. I'm not just Google it. Just go to your Google and type in missing inmates, New York State Prison. Missing black inmates. Go to Google, YouTube, type it in and see what you get. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to scrub some of that stuff from the internet, but you
can't scrub it all.
Even the unintelligent artificial intelligence doesn't get it all, right? Because we got to remember, y'all, The unintelligent artificial intelligence is mimicking us, so it forgets. That's code game for y'all who got the ears to hear what I just said. You hear me? If y'all got the ears to hear, if you have the ears to hear what I just said, that's code game for you. The unintelligent artificial intelligence forgets. Let's finish reading this article. This is deep, man. This is some real stuff, man. According to the United, they have an organization for this, y'all. A whole organization for this, man. The United Network for Organ Sharing, UNOS. There are currently 104,413 people in the U.S. waiting for an organ transplant. 58,970 of which are on an active waiting list. So y'all see that the list is down there double as comparison to people who's waiting, people who are on the list, right? Versus people who are on active waiting lists. Judith Garcia, Democratic State Representative of Massachusetts 11th District in Suffolk and co-sponsor of the bill, said the bill would restore bodily autonomy to incarcerated folks by providing, hold on, man. See, this is, I just got to say this to y'all. My mind just works like this. I cannot help this, man. When I see stuff, I see what everybody don't see. Stuff sticks out to me. Right?
The opportunity.
Right. The bill will restore bodily autonomy to incarcerated folks by providing opportunity to donate organs and bone marrow and recognize incarcerated donors' decisions by offering reduced sentences. Right. Restore bodily autonomy to incarcerated folks by providing opportunity to donate organs and bone marrow and recognize incarcerated donors' decisions by offering reduced sentences. Pay attention to how these people talk to us, man. This is so disrespectful, man. Jesse White, the police director or policy director for the Prisoners Legal Services of Massachusetts, issued a statement to McClatchy News, which said the racial inequities were a serious problem for communities of color when it came to access to donated organs and marrow, but raised doubts about the proposed laws as way of solving the issue. Was they trying to make this a racial thing? Like niggas is mad because they ain't, man. This is terrible, man. We are concerned regarding the potential for coercion and impact of inadequate medical care in carceral settings. And I can tell y'all, as a nigga who done did years in the joint, I couldn't imagine having such procedures done just to get some time off my sentence, and I can't even get no more than a year.
Right.
We believe the solution must target the underlying. That is not an environment you want to be in when you have major surgery. I'm telling you now, that is not an environment you want to be in. Solution must target the underlying structural problems leading to health disparities, including ongoing needles incarceration of so many who would live freely and safely in our communities, White told the news organization. Why they got this about Elon Musk in here?
I think that's it. That's the end of the article.
Yeah, that's the end of that article, man. Listen to y'all how demonic this is, man. You hear me, y'all? This is very demonic.
Wow, man.
This is very, very demonic, man. And I'm about to tell y'all why, right? I'm gonna put y'all up on some game real quick, right? Now think about this, and this is why this is demonic. La Costa Nostra, right?
Yeah.
You feel me? When you are entering into La Costa Nostra, right? And you somehow get caught violating like La Costa Nostra, one of the things that you must do as a punishment you must cut off one of your fingers in order to give a sacrifice to show how much you are willing, how much you are showing that you're sorry for your transgression and what you're willing to sacrifice in order to restore trust. You hear me? And now correlate that into what they're doing with this right here in the prison system, to where they are offering in exchange for reduction of your sentence. And look how disrespectful they are. You can get, so basically you're going to get a minimum of 60 days, which is 2 months off of your sentence, but no more than a year. And this is organs, y'all. Organs.
That's crazy.
Right? Organs and your bone marrow.
Like, organs is a crazy word, because when you think of organs, it's a lot of shit. This could be major organs, and hold up.
Oh, God.
So you mean to tell me I can give up a major? I gotta give up an organ for a year? That's some crazy. That's some wild shit, y'all. Y'all gotta really look into this.
That's crazy. You want to, and the very fact that this legislation is even being spoke of seriously publicly, that's crazy. That's wild. It's wild.
It's literally like, yeah, like y'all, like we just pretty much just fucking guinea pigs.
Yeah,
that's wild, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's looking like. Some guinea pig shit.
Listen, you gotta think about it. Most people, when you think about across the board, will be like, man, I ain't giving no fucking organs up, or maybe bone marrow though. I want y'all to understand what's going on with stuff like this is being put into the, you know. Y'all gotta understand this is very demonic, y'all, man. You hear me? I want y'all to know that off top. Just
crazy.
This is demonic. I mean, literally demonic, man.
That's wild.
What's going on is, you know, the collection of DNA, man. Digital DNA downloading. Remember I talked to y'all about this stuff, man? Right? The thing is, no matter how much they cover it up through trickery and fuckery and mind fuckery, these people, they gotta let us know what they doing. But they do it in a way to where we've been so programmed where we don't realize what we're agreeing to. And this movie is ill right here. If y'all ever was watching Belly, and remember that scene when they just came from the robbery and they watching that crazy ass movie, and she said, "You said this rabbit shit stinks." She said, "You smell like pussy." That movie, I can't remember what it's called, but it's an ill ass bugged out movie, and it was shot right here in Xenia, Ohio.
Yeah. That's why I used to go to school at it.
Bugged out movie, man. Bugged out movie. You hear me? But you gotta go check that out, though. But I want y'all to pay attention to stuff like this. And Terrell Hicks was looking so good laying down in that bed, man.
That was crazy.
Oh my God, man.
That was a great shot.
That was an awesome shot right there, man. That's one of my favorite parts of this movie, man. But yeah, though, y'all, man, I want y'all to pay attention to stuff like this. This is very demonic, man, and what this means, right? Rest in the essence, the DMX. But what this means, man, when they start putting stuff like this out, y'all, man, that just lets you know
they
that
already passed, way past.
We are commodities.
Yeah.
We are to be, I told y'all, human resources, what I be telling y'all about, man. We are to be traded on the open market. Josephine Copeland in the building. What's good, baby?
Josephine, what's up?
We are
with the info.
You know, Mr. O in the building, everybody in the building. Thanks for tapping in with it, man. We are commodities to be traded on the market, man. We are for sale. Nothing says for sale more than coming up with legislation that allows inmates to be willing to give up their organs or bone marrow in exchange for reduction in sentence. And then look how much they value you. This lets you know how much these people value human life. That you can only get a year at the most off of your sentence. So just to think about, you got to think of an organ. Now your skin is an organ. Matter of fact, your skin is your largest organ. It's our biggest organ. You hear me? Organs, man. I could sit up here and do a whole show on just breaking down the etymology of organs. Let me tell y'all, we wasn't designed to have organs. In our natural state, we didn't have organs. That's for a whole nother day, though. We ain't gonna get in that tonight, though, man. But this story is ill.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely gonna look into this, and we probably gonna end up doing a stream on this.
But y'all should have known once they started privatizing jails.
Yes.
That shit like this would come about. Well, we already had a chain gang where the railroad, all that shit. But when they privatized jails and made it a tradable stock, I mean, shit, you could trade stock of jails. That's basically people that you in-housing.
Mm-hmm.
And that if that becomes stock, then what do you think? Who's the stock?
Because make no mistake about it, when you locked up in a private jail, they own you. You are their property. Yeah. You are basically at that point chattel slavery, legalized chattel slavery.
Yeah, y'all should have known back then. As soon as they made jails actual where you could buy it on the stock market, then you should have known where this was going after that. Because we already had slavery, but now you talking about how can you legalize slavery? Think about it. Put that shit on the stock market. Now we can lock niggas up. The more niggas we lock up, the more money we get. Now we building all these jails. They got all these jails built up empty that they just waiting to throw, and they ain't even throwing niggas in these jails. And that's a whole different discussion why they got jails that's empty, that's heavily guarded all around the country. But that's a whole different discussion.
Y'all ain't ready for that. Man, listen.
So, but just think about it. Like all these jails getting thrown up everywhere. Why are they building jails like the way they build them?
And then hold on. Not only are they just building new ones, but
money.
Think about old factories. Think about all these old Walmarts.
Yeah.
All these old Walmarts, all these old grocery stores like Big Bear, some Giant Eagles. What was one of the stores we used to have back in the day? Cub Foods.
Cubs.
You hear me?
I take it back.
Took it back when y'all. That's in Midwest Ohio, so y'all probably don't know about that. Yeah. But they got these Walmarts all across the country, just empty, unoccupied. They got all these old factories. They're close to railroad tracks and airports too, and they're unoccupied. When you look at these things on the internet, pay attention to this if you look into this type of stuff, man. Notice that whenever you see a structure, if it's something like one of these prisons that L talking about, notice that the fence has the barbed wire or razor wire, and it's the difference between barbed wire and razor wire too, y'all. They're not the same. But notice what's the difference between when you look at a place like that. This is how you know it is a prison, because if you look at the barbed wire fencing, right? Let me take this off the screen. Man. You look at the barbed wire fencing, and you notice that the fencing that's surrounded around the structure is pointed in, like this, versus pointed out. Huh? I said, if you look at these structures, you might be traveling along the freeway in America, wherever you're driving, they're all sprawled all across the country. You hear me? You ride past one of these places. Now think about if you see one of these old Walmarts somewhere and they have some type of fencing around them. If you notice that the barbed wire, and they see barbed wire or razor wire fence, And you notice that when you look at the top of the fence, the top of it is pointed in versus pointed out. When it's pointed in, that lets you know they're trying to keep people from getting out. When it's pointed outward, they're trying to prevent people from getting in. Now, pay attention to what I just said, y'all, because that's something too, right there. You know what I'm saying? So if it's pointed towards the inside of the structure, if it's surrounding the structure and the wire fencing, razor wire, barbed wire fencing is pointed towards the end like this, it's designed to keep people or whoever's or whatever's inside there from getting out. And if it's pointed outwards surrounding the perimeter building, it's designed to prevent people from getting in. So y'all pay attention to that. Oh yeah, IGA. Yeah, Josephine said something about IGA.
Oh, you already know about IGA. Yeah. That was a joint way back in
IGA. Yeah, I think it's still some. I think it's still an IGA left right here on Oakland Park and up north, Oakland Park. And I think it's still an IGA on Oakland Park. I can't remember the name of the street. I want to say Atwood Terrace, but I might be mistaken. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, man, that's crazy right there, man. Y'all dudes in prison, don't be giving up y'all organs to get no weak-ass year knocked off your sentence, man.
Just do that.
You feel me? That is so demonic. That's so demonic right there, man.
Do that because they wasting, you know what I mean, time, man. I ain't never going to tell you do none of that, but I don't think that's the way to go.
I'm gonna tell you don't do it. I'm telling you don't do it.
Yeah,
I'm flat out telling you.
Feel like
if you in the joint and somehow you is watching this and seeing this, or you got somebody that's family in the joint, tell them don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I think it's better ways to probably get time shaved off. I've never been in the prison system.
Yeah, man.
Into the county, not the prison.
How about this? Just don't commit crimes.
Yeah, just don't do that.
This is more set in place for people coming in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, listen, that's spooky right there, man. That's spooky. So we about to get to some more music. Hold on. You moving too fast, boy. You moving too fast, boy.
It came in hot. It came in hot.
Moving too fast, boy.
It came in hot. I forgot this is the one that it drops. Like, it ain't no.
You're moving too fast, boy.
It's no introduction. Like, this one just drops. Soon as it drops. So, all right.
So we're going to get to this track right here, y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? You already know how we do it. E.N.E Fridays. You did tap in, walk with us, man. Hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe on the page. You see us scrolling across the bottom scene. That's what it do, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. Sharing social engineering. We welcome everybody. Y'all more than welcome to tap in with us, man. We about to sit up here and drop that link one time too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all more than welcome to come on up, tap in with us, hit that link, come on the panel. We can chop it up about all these stories. We break it down. Let's go.
You already know what it is. Hey, we watching Belly. Don't be a black nigga. Don't be the nigga like Black in the basement, sipping the 40. Hating on niggas on the sideline. Like I said, hey, new exclusive shit. I don't know, man. Where the fuck is Glitch at? Glitch need to come back because he on this joint, Narcissus, another joint, EOD, Exit the Doom, IV, Innovation.
Only real ones around, that's another check. Next flip, leave a murder, double check.
Hold up. Hold up, man. Stacks gotta come in here for this, because I think Stacks don't want to hear this joint. He ain't heard this joint, y'all. You already know. This is what it's all about. E.N.E Fridays. I'm glad y'all in the building. Peace, love, and blessings to everybody that's in the building tonight. Got Tox Beats, McQuay in the building, Mr. O with the info, Josephine. Hey, you already know what it is. All day, every day, no days off, E.N.E. But yeah, hey, a lot of wild things going on out here. So I just want y'all to make sure y'all know. Y'all gotta know what's up. Y'all look around out here. We talking about the prison system. When they privatize it, that's when it changed, like in my eyesight, because before they was doing things behind the scenes where they had us making goods. I mean, it ain't even just us, but anybody that goes into that system, it's always been designed to help build the country, but in a sense, no credit's given. And I ain't saying we need to give none of them credit, but once you start privatizing it, making money off of it, now you making it commodity. And now when you talk about stock, what's a stock? Stock is stock. You could be like livestock, cattle is stock, lamb is stock, chicken is stock. You could trade it on the stock market. You can make money off of it. It goes up and down the value, but the prison system is something that is kind of dirty because I talked about it in one of my tracks on the album, the beginning of the end. Actually, it was on the track with Stacks. And we won't play it later on tonight, but it was a movie Nas produced, and it basically was a movie just showing you how the DA, the system, and how they charge us, even when they know we are innocent. But if they know they could get us, they're gonna get us because they just want to hit us up with whatever. They could pin whatever they want on us. And like I said, I ain't gonna get the movie until the track comes on. I want y'all to listen to it later. But the movie is produced by Nas, so if you want, you could go do a Google search on what movies Nas produced. But it's a dope ass movie, and it just talked about how they use the system to set up youth in our neighborhoods to either drain our funds or just lock us up. And then when you think about the overall value, we talk about privatized systems. Then now you trade the stock. Now it gets even worse because now the value of how many people you lock up could drive up the stock. Now you could get money, and now you could bank, and now you got people that's invested their money into the jail system. So now they expecting more people. Like, I need the stock to go up so I can make money off this, right? How do you make money? More people get locked up. We fill these jails up, and now it's a business to fill the jails up. Where do you think they're gonna get the people to fill the jails up? They're not going to Bexley, Dublin, Westerville, New Albany. You know what I mean? They're not going there to get people to fill the jails up. They're coming to Columbus. That's how they fill the jails up. So, you know what I mean? Just think about that. I mean,
real ones around, that's another check. Next flip, be the murder, double check. God, kings and boss, that's a triple check. Fuck a hater, get money, that's a first check. Only real ones around, that's another check. Next flip, be the murder, that's a double check. God, kings and boss, that's a triple check. They looking at my actions, I ain't gotta talk it. I'm just trying to eat better, remodel my fortress. If she stand next to Kate, a model of portrait. Why you let them take half, you niggas divorce it. Even if they give me life, I ain't telling the sources. I'm a God, king and boss, better check the chorus. E.O.D, E.N.E, my niggas is artists. I ain't a rapper, motherfucker, I'm your artist. Artists be God, give the take, it be enormous. After I get finished, they gonna negate your performance. Birthdays getting wild, see the cake in the forest. Small houses can always pick the Jake in the Taurus. Not a full clip if I be saying the bullet. What you call this? What you call it? Chocolate boom, bitch. See if I post how I feel, they be calling me quick like oh shit. I be pulling demons out like niggas died in the marsh pit. King haters get money, that's the first check. Only real ones around, that's another check. Next flip be the murder, double check. God, kings and boss, that's a triple check. Fuck a hater, get money, that's the first check. Only real ones around, that's another check. Next flip be the murder, that's a double check. God, kings and boss, that's a triple check.
When the circle, roller Urkel, bitch and family matters, yeah. E.O.D, when you hear it, niggas start to scatter, yeah. E.N.E, bitch we fire, keep the boys we gather, yeah. Way up, niggas probably gotta build a scaffold. Underlining what I'm writing, these is bars and in the tropics and my swag on Jackie Daddy. Get up in a dime's mouth. I'm my favorite food. I be talking my shit. I like to be excused. Deadly as venom. Tell me go and I get it. Tough as nails how I hit them. Knocking them out they denim. This nigga here goes. It's fire if you get near him. Competition nigga where? I'm looking right in the mirror. On the upside, nigga, we ready for the flow. We ready. Top tier, better get the set and go broke. E.N.E shit, don't laugh now, shit ain't a joke. Body and everything, these niggas ain't even close. E.N.E, haters get money on first check. Only real ones around, that's another check. Next flip, leave the murder, double check. God, kings and boss, that's a triple check. Fuck a hater, get money, that's a first check. Only real ones around, that's another check. Next flip, leave the murder, double check. God, kings and boss, that's a triple check. First check, 3 commas, add a couple zeros. Sick man in a bonus, add a couple free throws. Rolling up some pre-rolls, on the side of street holes. And my flow water well, just like a deep hole. I'm in MVP mode, the game is not for each flow. Call push the guarantee for all the cheat codes. I be spazzing veggie smoke, look like avocado. Tinted windows, night vision on the El Dorado. Chicken fettuccine noodles and papas lasagna. We the best of this shit, tomato, tomato. Hold the white and the kids, don't worry, I got ya. All these clowns look fake, they missing the costume. Indivisible, damn near invincible. King ill, teach them all about principles. Indispensable, E.N.E so critical. Sit down, where we should stand up individuals. Fuck haters, get money on first check. Only real ones around, that's another check. Next flip, leave the murder, double check. God, kings and boss, that's a triple check. Fuck a hater, get money, that's a first check. Only real ones around, that's another check. Next flip, leave the murder, double check. God, kings and boss, that's a triple check.
E.N.E Fridays.
You all right, nigga?
Hey, that shit was hitting the back of my throat.
Pause. Pause, man.
No, it's the damn song. I'm trying to eat. Man, hold up. Fuck it. Hey.
Was you sit there stuffing your face or something, man?
Yeah, I was eating. But nah, that, hey, you already know.
Man.
E.N.E Fridays in the motherfucking building all day, every day, no days off. E.N.E. Stacks he's pilled right now, yo. Y'all can tell he's pilled.
Nah, this is crazy.
Take another shot. Man. You know what I mean? All
Friday night, we in the building. Y'all tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button. Y'all see it scroll across the bottom of the page, man. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in, walk with us. E.N.E Fridays. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the next little situation, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna come up on camera here in a second. Let me bring this up real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna look at this. L sent me this.
You taking the rest of this, bro.
So yeah, go ahead. I'm just pouring my glass. Let me pour it. It's right there. Yeah, we're gonna sit up here and watch this right here. You know. You know.
My son is not coming home today. At this point, I don't even know if I want him to ever come home. I really hate his dad, and it makes it so hard for me to like and care for him the way a mother should. Y'all will probably drag me in my comments, but I have to live with my truth. My baby daddy was bragging about how he took my virginity, and he kept bringing up old things that aren't even co-parenting related. So I told him that I fucked his best friend first, and that I never cared about him. I hate co-parenting with him because he won't let go of the past. We've been broken up for 10 years now, and honestly, being with him is one of my biggest life regrets. But how do you look your own kid in their face, knowing that it's impossible for you to fully love them the way a mother should because you hate their dad? The disagreement was so stupid and simple, but it resulted in my son showing up to school 4 hours late. Usually I would remove him from the situation, but this time instead of taking him away, I'm making him stay.
Y'all gotta stop doing this shit for the internet.
Hold on, man. Cut Master C. Run that shit back. You hear me? I'm on my cut.
Stop doing this shit.
Hey man, I'm on my cut. I'm on my cut master C shit right now, y'all. Run that shit back.
Stop doing
This girl serious,
My son is not coming home today. At this point, I don't even know if I want him to ever come home. I really hate his dad, and it makes it so hard for me to like and care for him the way a mother should. Y'all will probably drag me in my comments, but I have to
definitely
live
gonna
my
get
truth.
dragged in.
My baby daddy was bragging about how he took my virginity, and he kept bringing up old things that aren't even co-parenting related. So I told him that I fucked his best friend first, and that I never cared about him. I hate co-parenting with him because he won't let go of the past. We've been broken up for 10 years now, and honestly, being with him is one of my biggest life regrets. But how do you look your own kid in their face, knowing that it's impossible for you to fully love them the way a mother should because you hate their dad? The disagreement was so stupid and simple, but it resulted in my son showing up to school 4 hours late. Usually I would remove him from that situation, but this time instead of taking him away, I'm making him stay.
What?
Nothing you have going on with your significant other should have anything to do with the love of your kid.
And that's the type of stuff that could be a whole nother show. You feel me?
You know
what I'm talking about? This is crazy, man.
I don't have no biological, but I have stepkids, and the way I feel about them is the way I feel about them regardless. So to hear something like this is like trying to make an excuse for your lack of love for your kid.
And this is why I say, man, these girls don't care about their kids, man. When that term "fuck these kids," "fuck them kids" came about, that's not no funny shit. That's real shit. These chicks don't care about their kids. They kind of hate their kids for real, man. A lot of these. You understand how many girls feel exactly like how this girl feel?
That's why it went viral.
And you understand, I guarantee if you look at her comment sections, as much as there's people in there blazing and roasting, it's a lot of chicks in there like, girl, I feel you. Girl, I would never, man, listen. And this is why, man, and y'all wonder why your kids turn out the way they do.
It's been a wild weekend. We ain't even covered Columbus news because I could have dug into like some real Columbus news. It was something that you know what? I don't want to keep bringing it down. Like, we might have to play some uplifting shit after this, but like, it's some shit that's been going on in Columbus, like where Cat in Pickerington, right? We in Reynoldsburg, that's where I live at, literally 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away. Dude went up to the school, stepfather, guess he was getting in the office. They kind of had him come up there for an investigation for touching his kid, possibly, or whatever, allegedly. Well, we can't say it was 100%, but that was what it was. But they questioned him, and he blew his head off right there in the office of the school. It's going to be national news by next week. And this happened literally 10 minutes from my house. At the middle school. You ain't hear about this?
What?
Yeah, that's why Pickerington didn't have school today.
Oh, because of that stuff with the teachers killed themselves?
No, it was a man. It was a.
Well, yeah, they're not a teacher, but a dude went up to the school.
It was a stepfather. He went up there. The detective, basically, it was a supposed investigation. Like I said, allegedly, it was an alleged investigation.
I think I just did a pre-recorded on this, if I'm not mistaken.
So it was an alleged investigation that he may have touched his his stepdaughter or whatever it may have been. And so they bring him into the school, which I don't know if this was an investigation why you bring him into the school. But they brought him into school and to the office, and they asked whatever happens, and he just basically blows his brains out in front of the detective. Luckily, the mom and the daughter, like, they kind of like isolated him with just him and the detective. And he did what he did. They said it wasn't like no fight or no struggle. He just literally just pulled the gun out. Wow. Right there. I don't know if he is black or white yet. I haven't got that information. I don't know what nationality, could have been whatever. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, this just happened in Columbus, literally right down the street. And y'all could Google this, whatever y'all. Pickerington, Ohio's P-I-R, was it?
P-I-C-K.
Yeah.
E-R-I-N-G-T-O-N.
Yeah.
Ohio. Pickerington, Ohio.
Pickering.
Listen, man, I think I just did a report or I think I posted on Facebook or some shit like that, if I'm mistaken, some shit like that. But listen, this dude, there's so many holes to poke in this story, man. You feel me? And we're gonna talk about that.
We gotta get more details.
Yeah,
we gotta wait
till more information come out, but
because we know the surface.
And that's the thing, though, with the situation, man.
Yes.
Like the couple, was it yesterday?
Nah, it was like
day before yesterday.
Wednesday.
Today is Friday, so
it's probably
like Wednesday
or Thursday. It could have been Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday. I want to say it was yesterday.
Yeah,
Wednesday or yesterday.
But the schools was closed today.
Yeah, the schools closed today. But it was listen. Dude that went up there. For one, it's just too much stuff, man.
He probably knew what was going on, though. And that's the fucked up part, is that I don't ever place guilt on anybody that I don't know guilt, but because I don't like to weigh shit up or just.
For one, he got him to school with a gun.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And why would you have a gun going into the school?
So maybe that's why he
probably knew what was going on.
That's probably why the officer put him in the secluded area, because he probably said he had a gun on him or whatever. I'm just assuming this. Maybe that's not what happened. I don't know.
I don't know if it was even that. I just think they were just questioning.
I'm just putting out things that could possibly happen. Maybe he did. Or say he did. He is in the school with a gun. How was he able to pull out a gun and blow his brains out? What was, before he got a gun on him, what was his intentions to come to the school with the gun?
So, Saxy, since I don't really know the actual details of who it was.
We don't even know what this dude looks like.
It sounds like they're white. I would say this was a white. What would you say?
I mean, I don't know, because you really can't say it.
What would you put on it? If you could
I'm not gonna put anything on it, because I'm not. I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna say it's anybody. I'm gonna say we don't know. They even released this person's name.
I haven't heard anything, but it's people that I know that know the situation. I could easily get the information.
They didn't even tell us what this person's name is or any of that. So I'm not gonna put,
because it's people that knows the actual situation. Like we know, like I said, this is right down the street. So we know parents. I've seen parents that I know whose kids was at the school that day that they got the call from their kids, kids gotta go to counseling off of this, because this happened in their school. Y'all don't understand.
It's crazy.
See, mental health, this is another thing I want to tap on since we're in this realm. Mental health is something that we all have to really tap into. Because it's something that kids may need. And I think we could save a lot of kids if we sent them to counselors earlier, if you see behavioral problems.
Yeah, man.
Counseling and talking to somebody that's outside of a family or friends or whatever, it can help. You know what I mean? Sometimes it may not. I'm not saying it'll save everything, but I'm saying it will help in a lot more.
It has a high potential to help, because, but listen to that stuff, though. Remember when I tell y'all when they about to start having home health assessment officers?
Wait, the motherfucker's been calling me. Who was it?
Man, y'all better chill out, man.
Cigna, the healthcare provider. Cigna is calling me to do. Now they want to do in-home health assessments. They was begging me to come into my house, to come home. And I'm like, why? I go to the doctor. I'm actually cool with going to the doctor and going to the office and doing a health assessment. And they was begging me, and they got to the point where I let them schedule one. I was like, nah, I'm cool. Why do you need to come to my house to do a health assessment?
What have I been telling y'all, man? Y'all remember
Cigna? Y'all got Cigna, they probably called you.
Remember when I was telling y'all, this is all my people I know that be tapping in from when I used to be going live on Facebook all the time when I first came out. When I used to be telling y'all about this stuff, man, especially during the pandemic. That was the desensitization. That was the programming, right? They're going to start having home health assessment officers coming by y'all's houses, making sure that your living environment is sustainable, emotionally sustainable environments. Look into it, y'all. Google emotional stable environments. Look that up. Google that. I'm telling y'all what's coming, man. Well, fuck it. It's here. Yeah. You hear me? Well, listen, man. Listen what I'm saying, man. Listen what I'm saying. If I start sending people to your house to assess your environment, this is all part of UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. They're going to start sending people to your house to make sure it's a stable emotional environment that is conducive with the protocols of UN Agenda 2030. And this is when I tell y'all about the spies, how they're going to start turning our kids into rat bastards, looking at everything we do in the house and stuff like this. With this girl right here is going to be with the man. I'm telling you, this all ties in with HR 1955, violent radicalization, homegrown terrorist prevention. Y'all better understand how all this stuff is linked, because this girl could be considered spreading ideologically based violence. This could be potentially violently radicalizing people. Now think about what violent radicalization means, man. The use, planned use, threatened use of force or violence.
And this is
abandoning
your kids, abandoning your seeds, like, and that, you know, we got shitty ass deadbeats on both sides, mothers, fathers, sometimes both. It just depends on how you grow up and how people evolve later down the line. You know, it's a different circumstance. Like, you know, we all go through shit. Like, all of our stories is all something that we all could talk about, that we may hold personal, or we may open the book up for whoever want to hear it. But like, this situation is fucked up in all ways. And the reason why I even bring up the Pickerington situation is just because it just ties into a little different parenting and the way that this new society kind of taints the pool up a little bit in the parenting cycle. And it's a lot different than even our parents, because even our shitty parents had more love for us than these parents is supposed, that's willing, that's able. Like, back then it wasn't like they was fucked up in our era because of maybe drugs and like the era that we grew up in. Like, mostly you gotta think, like, us 80s babies, late 70s, 80s is mostly crack babies in the crack era. So a lot of our parents went through that struggle. They went through a lot of shit. They went through a little different era. Now, okay, yeah, you got the pill era, and that's an epidemic all in its own. Yeah, I get that. But we making a lot more money. It's a lot more opportunities than it was like in that crack era. Like, when it wasn't shit. Like, that's when they was like, man, it was crazy. Like, we building the shit up now. The neighborhoods that they building up is the shit that was torn down from the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just think about that. And I'm pretty sure if it's like that in Columbus, it's
definitely, that's the same thing going on everywhere. It definitely is.
Places, you know? The 80s was an ill era, and we're the last of that generation that's going to see that. Because now y'all about to see nothing but mega cities, and y'all, like Columbus, in about 20 years, they're not going to see no hoods. I can see it. The way that because the hoods is almost, they stretching out to the hoods. There's only going to be a couple. And now they're really taking that downtown. Like, I look at where the track used to be. That shit is beautiful now. That shit, where the track used to be, is beautiful. It's a beautiful environment over there now. And to think what it was, and when I drive by, because I work out there now, and it's like, shit. I'm like, man, I think about that, the bars that y'all heard on Summer Street. And I'm like, Now that shit is beautiful. Like, you go live there right now, you would love to live in that neighborhood. And that's nuts. Now, I mean, it ain't nuts. It is what you want. You always want people to evolve into the right light. I want my city to be crime free, just like I'm sure everybody would always want it to be. It's never gonna be that, but we always want things to be. We want to be optimistic, and we want things to be better, evolve. But it's just always wild to think of what it was before it was that, And still, what's crazy is it's getting worse. The stats are going up in murders. We have broken the record the last 3 years. Since 2020, we have broken the record of murders in the city every year. I don't know the records this year, so I can't speak on if we're close to it or going to pass it, but the last 3 years, we have broken.
Yeah, man. Notice how crime is escalating everywhere. Escalating. And then y'all got to think, in the state of Illinois, they just passed that Safety Act. Mm-hmm. They basically just passed the purge, you feel me, out there, man. Because they're about to be releasing dudes from jail, man. The jails and the prisons in literally every state are overcrowded. This is why you got states where there isn't even a lot of people, like Wyoming and South Dakota. Now they building big prisons and shit out there.
They're telling this is overcrowded, but they have empty prisons in other places.
Exactly. See, think about it though. So think about that.
Overcrowded, or are they looking for more population control?
Now that's the thing. So if they got all these empty prisons, right, and they got the current system overflowing, they're not sending the overflow to these new prisons. So that leads one to think, well, what type of criminals is planned for these new prisons that's being built? New prisons for new type of crimes. New prisons for new criminals. What are going to be the crimes? Remember, I keep telling y'all the Ministry of Truth, thought police, thought criminals. Y'all better understand what's going on out here, man. It's going to be criminal to think, I keep telling you about the Ministry of Truth. The Ministry of Truth is being established right now, man. I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man, what's going on with everybody doing all this crazy stuff online, all this bickering and all this telling people what they can't say and canceling people, and you can't say this because it offends this certain group and all of this crazy stuff, man. Y'all better understand what we being preemptively programmed for, desensitized to. Y'all better pay attention, man. So when we see stuff like with this girl right here, y'all gotta understand how all that stuff we just talked about ties into everything I'll be talking about to y'all. UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. There's so many chicks running around here emotionally unstable like this, man. Presiding over children, sometimes more than one, sometimes multiple, and they are indoctrinating. It's just like it's like a grinder. You feel me? It's just terrible, and then you wonder why these kids turn out the way they do. You feel me?
It's getting worse, man.
It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Because this is designed to do that. It's designed to get worse and worse and worse. So the society can become so corrupt, so violent that what's going to happen, something needs to be done. Y'all got to do something about this, right? When we should be doing something about it. Like, the government got to do something about this. So what they going to do? Robot police.
They already showed y'all they're doing that now.
Robot police. Lockdown in your homes, curfew.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, work from home. Some of y'all don't work at all. Right?
2020.
Kids stay at home, online schooling. Matter of fact, we got facilities set up for the kids to still come to physical school if in the event that, because they done set up the structure to where they know how to, under the guise if it's some type of medical situation or some type of health situation, they could set the schools up with the barriers and stuff. The kids is already used to it. They've been already programmed for it. They've gone to school where they have to wear their mask and stuff, so they're already perceptually prepared for it. Huh?
They already got y'all ready. 2020 was a drill. My fault. I ain't even supposed to say that on here.
Nah, we could say drill.
It was a drill. Was 2020 a drill? Do y'all feel that way?
You notice we call it the pandemic, man.
Yeah. I mean, just think about it. How y'all gonna tell us 2 years ago, 3 years ago? We're almost approaching 3 years. It was March 17th when
March 17th. You won't even forget that day. Yeah, March 17th.
I remember because it was St. Patrick's Day. I partied that day.
March 17th, man, because niggas was talking about they got to get to the bar and all that crazy stuff.
I remember for different reasons. Yeah. And
I remember.
Yeah, I remember. I woke up that day and I was ready to go. I get up and they was like, everything shut down. I'm like, hold up, what the fuck? Everything. The whole world shut down right now. And I ain't no scary nigga, but I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of shit. Because it's crazy. Me and Virgil, you know what I mean. We was talking about a lot of shit. Really, just prior to that, because he had just started. He was in the school at this time. He was still at the Ohio Broadcast Media School. Yeah. And I came up there.
Good times, man. Good times.
Yeah, did a couple podcasts, and it's crazy. Some of the topics we touched on was kind of predating to what fucking happened. Yeah. We wasn't even meaning to even talk about shit like that. It just was where the conversation led to.
Y'all see where we at now, man.
It's different. Now they got a whole tight. The security control is a lot different than it was then. So now they got it more where y'all policing yourselves a little bit more on these social media sites, and y'all willing to give up what y'all want to give up, but y'all don't give up the shit that y'all need to give up. It's crazy because then we talk about the hood, because y'all be no snitching in the hood, but y'all go on the internet and give up everything on everybody else.
Crazy.
But don't even understand what they designed this whole shit to do. Social media, that's what it's designed to do. Or, social engineering, because now they're engineering us to do what they want us to do. And they can control the wave. Now they got the propaganda wave where they're able to control people's thought process. And now they even show you that can lock people up or have you cancel people just off of a wave of social media tyranny, is what you could call it, because that's what they do to people. If you want to shun somebody that don't go against the group think process, as you would call it, they could get you out of here. And they showed it time after time after time, where they could crucify you, or they could convict you of a crime that maybe you didn't even do. The social media is very powerful right now, and I don't think we understand how these tools is being used to kind of wage a little bit of war against society. You know what I mean? And it's all designed. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? We just got to think about where we was in the 90s. Just think about how free we thought when we wasn't so connected to all this shit. How creative our thoughts was, the process. Now ain't shit really too creative. It's all recycled shit. Ain't too much reinvented. Ain't too many inventive thoughts that we've seen. Really too much new ideas has been expressed, or new type of music or anything. It's really been stagnant. We've been kind of living in the alternate kind of recycled shit.
Right.
But why you know what I mean? When I started thinking why it is because now we so connected to, now we just see all this shit in the loop all the time. Everything we see, we just recycling all of our thoughts.
Right. Now think about what El just said, recycle. And think about this reality. And think about when I told y'all about what the word Lucifer means, spelled backwards, recycle, which means the recycling of fecal matter. You did. Think about that, y'all, man. Let's hear some more music, man. I'm ready to hear some more music, man, because we're about to get about here in a few minutes, man.
Yeah, I got
we need to hear some more exclusive music.
Early morning hoop session, y'all. I'm back in the gym.
He said he back in the gym, man. Said L said he noticed he been gaining some pounds, man. Y'all, he said he need to get in the gym. He need to tighten up. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? He said he need to get back in that gym on the heavy. He been eating too much lately.
I've been working on High Street, man. I gotta stop eating out.
You see me, I stay slim and trim.
It was crazy. I
watch what I'm real strict on what I eat. I eat basically, and the way I do that is I eat the same stuff all the time.
I gotta get discipline. I used to be on
my breakfast. I eat 2 to 3 scrambled eggs with some cheese in there, with some oatmeal, with raisins and banana and peanut butter. That's what I eat for breakfast. Right. You hear me? Monday through Thursday. You did?
Yeah, nah. I mean, you know, I was on that strict ass diet. I gotta go back to my I've been on my full body workouts.
Discipline, man. Discipline, man.
I've been very disciplined with my eating. Yeah, lately, I could say that. The holidays fucked me up. COVID really fucked me up. I ain't ever get sick, so I ain't saying that. I wasn't fucked up off of nothing like that. I just kind of got off my regimen, my schedule. I was down to like 187-ish, 85. It was like when I was at my peak, you know what I mean? And right now I'm about 205. So I got to get down to about 190 and I'll be good. So I got a little work to do.
Yeah, y'all gotta stay disciplined. You wanna make sure he's in the right weight range, man. I know they be making you think you gotta be bigger than what you actually is, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. If you
190 is cool. I mean, they want me to be at my height level, like 175, but I feel like 190, I walk around comfortable, like, you know, because I'm also building a lot of muscle because I've been lifting constantly. Like, that's one thing I've been doing is lifting constantly.
Make sure you get up in that gym. I've been telling y'all see me every day. I go in, I do the short. I do the. That's what my short. I said if I'm gonna do shorts, I'm gonna do shorts when I go to the gym. Y'all get in that gym, man. Yeah. Get in that gym. Drink a 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons of water a day, and get in that gym. After you work out, sit in that sauna for about 15, 20 minutes.
Every day.
Do that 4 to 5 days a week, and you're gonna be great, man. I'm telling you.
And that was me, like. I stopped lifting. I stopped doing a lot of shit. So these last like 3 months, I've been lifting.
Right.
Last 2 months, I've been lifting every day.
Right.
So I'm feeling my strength back. Like my strength is back, but now I've been doing like actual workouts the last month. So I don't know, because I was up to 218. Yeah, it was bad, y'all. I was up to 218. So I done lost about 15 pounds. You know what I mean? I'm about 203 to 205-ish. I keep fluctuating, but I need to get down to 190. We're going to make that the goal. That's going to happen here. I give myself a month and a half, y'all. I'm only giving myself 45 days to get this shit done. So I already told myself, by the time we hit March 17th, what we just talked about, March 15th is my goal. I got to have that shit down to 190. And then from there, we'll go from there. You know what I mean? I'm on a strict. I'm about to go on raw veggies and fruits.
Strict diet.
I've been on this shit like you know, I've been did it a couple days, but I'm gonna really try to like just progress it. I get away from the sandwiches, no bread, no rice. It's just gonna be. I already don't drink soda. I don't drink none of that. So
I don't drink soda.
I'm gonna get away from the alcohol during the week, so I won't have sober L's except for on Friday
and Saturday night. That's what I do. That's what I just told that Fonz. I'm only drinking on Friday night.
Yeah, I'm only gonna be on Friday and Saturdays from here on out, y'all. So Tuesday night I ain't gonna be sauce. So you know what I mean? It's just I gotta get back to how I was like, and I'm real when I'm locked in. I'm locked in, and I've been really locked into my regimen as far as working out, but I was like, I gotta do it all the way or I ain't doing it right. So, that's what I was talking about to the team this week. So it's implemented actually this weekend. So yeah, that's what it is, We're gonna get it in, y'all. Like, and I'm actually on Tuesday, I'm gonna make sure I post a couple of those full body workouts for y'all that I've been doing because I've been feeling great. Like I said, I've been feeling stronger. And you feel more energetic. You feel more like you got little aches and pains in your body. It's something that y'all gotta do because the aches and pains will go away and they alleviate when you actually move. But we don't think about that. We just,
yeah, get us with some tunes, man. Y'all tap in, walk with us, y'all, man.
Hold up, I don't even know.
We got some more exclusive. We got some more exclusive shit for y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's been an exclusive night. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music, it's been an exclusive night. You know what I'm talking about? Thank y'all for tapping in with us. You know what I'm saying? We about to get straight to it, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we're gonna
saying?
get to it tonight, y'all. We about to wrap this up, but we about to give y'all at least one more joint tonight.
Yeah, health is definitely wealth, man. I got to say that, Niquay. Health is definitely wealth. Get y'all's asses in that gym, man.
All right, y'all. Is this what we ending it on?
I mean, we can wrap it up.
Because if we doing that, I want to play something with me and you.
We could play this song, and then in a couple more minutes we'll play that.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna play one more. We're gonna do something exclusive. What we gonna get y'all? What y'all want to hear tonight? We're gonna get y'all. Me and Nosh. Y'all want to hear me and Nosh? Or y'all want some new glitch? Or I got some. Fuck it. We're gonna put both of them on the track.
Yeah, we can just play both.
We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I give when I want. If a crazy nigga, trophies for the whole team.
Oh man, y'all hear this dude, man? This dude, yeah, what's wrong with this dude, man?
Cause I feel like y'all need something more exclusive.
That was exclusive. I ain't never even heard that, nigga.
So we're gonna give y'all something where everybody. We're missing one.
Toasted health and wealth, broccoli in my Alfredo. Cash money talk while y'all niggas play though. Sweet bread, no ego. Stock bread, no Lego. Class now is session. Playtime over, yo. Toasted health and wealth, broccoli in my Alfredo. Cash money talk while y'all niggas play though. Sweet bread, no ego. Stock bread, no Lego. Class now is session. Playtime over, yo. I'm adding up these clips, I'll divide a hater. Numbers multiplying before the phone escalated. A step in the majors, ABC, a nigga with the stick like you playing safe. And I still be even, you owe me no favors. Every year need the greatest. Open the pages, ask for the haters. Send them with Mason, outrageous laces. Automatic, no vapors. Funny how they win against, now they gone like vapors.
Up and smoke, I'm God, nigga, or rap savior. Felony bars, like fuck it, I do my time later. Mine's greater, agony of the feet, haters. Crazy, I'm around more green in the landscape. Clipping hedges, heavy smoking, we rolling seven. Bitches blowing, I'm just counting my many blessings. Bar for bar is E.N.E and then the field. Like young kings, a shooter, nigga.
City man with the sickest shit. Know you sick of this? Been late, head in the tire, looking magnificent. Beginning, we be wicked like a toupee. We top shelf like James Sprinkle and Goose. Excellent, bring like a perfect shot off a Tuesday. And this pretty bird from Toronto, like a blue jay. No catching, feeling shit. Let me catch my breath. From the day to the death, E.N.E be the set. Toasted health and wealth, broccoli in my Alfredo. Cash money talk while y'all niggas play though. Sweet bread, no ego. Stock bread, no Lego. Class now is session. Playtime over, yo. Toasted health and wealth, broccoli in my Alfredo. Cash money talk while y'all niggas play though. Sweet bread, no ego. Stock bread, no Lego. Class now is session. Playtime over, yo.
ain't never seen a crooked nigga this fly. Gotta smoke through your strains just to get this high. Real niggas, groupies and lanes. Hella pussy pop me killing. I'm something like Krillin, I'm at the this spot. 2022 domination, the game is over. Y'all couldn't see us if y'all was minted on giant souls. Niggas with the wars, the feathers getting put in collar. That's what the fact E.N.E. compare me like.
Don't confuse me. Yeah, I'm cool as fuck and I'm laid back, but the cigarette still leave your spot like Pat say. Check and hate me for taking one of your bitches and just say that. Ain't no way this new E.N.E. ain't getting played back. The same niggas who sit back and plot on your demise be the first ones to see you in person and big fry. It's like a fish fry. Yeah, we get to popping quick. That's why we on a 20-year run like Popovich.
It ain't over yet. Health and wealth. Toast to health and wealth. Broccoli in my Alfredo.
Health and wealth, man. That's what it is. A gallon and a half to 2 gallons of water a day. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass to that gym.
Yes.
Do some cardio, preferably before you start working out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got the bike in the back. That's exactly what I was just talking about, man. I got the bike. I've been doing 20 to 30 minutes every day. Like, I've been working, y'all. Like, then I go and I hit the sauna for, Virgil know I'm notorious at least for going to the sauna.
Yeah, I'm
even if I don't do anything.
The sauna is a major part of my workout, man. When that sauna don't be working, because dudes want to be doing stupid stuff,
I hate that shit.
like pouring liquid, whatever they water in the damn thing.
Come on, y'all.
I be hating that, man, because the sauna is a key part to my workout, man. I'm talking about like a key part to my workout. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't even feeling the same, right?
Yeah, I do 30 to 45 minutes in that motherfucker. Honestly, like I go in there for a minute. That's one of my favorite parts of the gym is going to that sauna. Even if you don't work out, go to the sauna. But yeah, toast to health and wealth, broccoli and my Alfredo. That's my joint.
You just said that all day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what McQuaid's talking about.
Yeah,
toast to health and wealth. Yeah, I mean that's what I said. Toast to health and wealth. Broccoli or my Alfredo. You gotta get your green while you getting this cream on the seed. Cashew, everything around me. That's what that line was. You know what I mean? Gotta get this money. I doubled up on the money while the cashew, everything around me.
Take it to the
Broccoli or my Alfredo. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna break it down, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna do the next podcast. You know what I mean? Maybe this could be me in stacks. This is an idea I've been having for years, but it's going to be called the breakdown. Where we're going to break down. Hold on, man.
What? We'll talk about that behind the scenes.
You don't want to get to it yet?
Nah.
Hey, it's going to be
fire. So that sounds too exclusive, man.
It's going to be
we don't want you niggas to be swagger jacking out there.
Y'all might do some shit like that.
So we're going to talk about that behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. But thank y'all for tapping in, walking with us. You understand what I'm saying, man? We appreciate it. So y'all already know it's Friday night, E.N.E. wrap up. This is how we do it. Tomorrow night, we're going in, on the other page, I'm talking about on the A Real Talk podcast. We're going to be discussing, our brother Tyree Nichols, man. Mm. I told y'all it was more to this story. And we're going to get to it tomorrow night, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. Go over there to the other page, A Real Talk podcast. The link is in the chat, in the comments. Go ahead, smack over there and tap in, subscribe to the page and all of that. You got another banger ill to play before we on the way out. You know what I'm saying? For in tonight's festivities.
Days, like,
you know what I'm saying?
The problem is trying to find which one to play, like, because there's so many to choose from. Like, I'm like, that's the issue. Like, shit. I'm like, which one?
We going in, man. Y'all get y'all's asses in the goddamn gym, man.
Please do, man.
That's what y'all do.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You just feel so much better. Like, I've been feeling so much better lately. Like, it's crazy. But I love the gym. Like, I'm always in the gym. I just ain't been doing the actual full workouts like I should have been doing. Like, I've been kind of playing around a little bit, I'll say, but now I've just been like getting to it. So, like, shoulder pain has went away that I was dealing with. Neck pain, went away because now I'm pushing the weight up more. Yeah, it's been going. Are we closing it out? About to close it out right now?
We wrapping it up, man. Go ahead and take us out.
We need something with me and you then.
Take us out, man. Take us out.
Hold on, man. What we got, bro? Shit. We're about to ride out to because you opened it up with the joint off of your joint, so it's only right.
Yeah.
I close it off with the joint on my joint,
right.
You know? And
pause.
No, I said the joint on my joint, so we can
pause.
I ain't doing with this guy tonight, y'all. I ain't know here. Hey, come on. Hey,
thanks everybody for tapping in and walking with us, man. Tomorrow night we're going in on the other page, a Real Talk podcast, man. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do this right here, matter of fact, man.
Who the fuck is pull up, bro? Hold up, I got you. I'm out of here, bro. We on title. Fuck it. Every time I pull up, go peace to my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all go over there to that link right there, man. Right, y'all go to that link right there. You feel me? Subscribe to the page. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and type that into your engine right now. Subscribe to the page, man. Over there, Real Talk Podcast, the other page. We're going in. I'm gonna break down this damn thing by our brother Tyree Nichols, man. I done sit up there and told y'all it was more to this story. Let's go, man. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming out, man.
Peace, love, and blessings, everybody.
Every time I pull up, throw peace to my niggas. We gon' eat my niggas. We elite my niggas. Every time I pull up. Every time I pull up.
That's the joint that I was telling y'all when I talk about the movie about Nas. Well, you know.
Every time I pull up. But my innocent wasn't innocent, negligent, took the measurements, they won't let us in. See, the scene was unseen by many corrupted dreams. Walked the beat, my defeat was when I didn't believe. The castle were capping, you niggas really be ass. What y'all niggas be rapping, they matching up to your asses. Chipped off the old block, my niggas broke into fraction. Make sure your heart's in it if you move on reaction. These are my scriptures delivered, they part of the rivers they stream. Forgiveness for sin, this is how we get it. The trigger by pull the triggers, protection was born. The truth we born is and eventually gonna get us. See this movie minds at the block a lot that you be designed. Inquiring minds don't even inquire the signs. Remind us time after time, they admire all the lie. Now they got you wanting where to help you speed up your demise. I pull up, peace to my niggas. We gon' eat my niggas. We elite my niggas. Every time I pull up. Every time I pull up, I show love to my niggas. It's all love, my niggas. Show I love my niggas. Every time I pull up, E.N.E. Every time I pull up.
Walk to perfection, this life is such a blessing. Break down the switcher and fill it up with that earthly essence. This life is filled with stress, you best to learn your lessons. Stay out of trouble and try to bubble like effervescence. My fallen brethren and sister, they resting in the essence. Spiritually here, no longer in invisible presence. Believe nation, we the best at everything we do. Kill individually or we could do it as a crew. Y'all still ain't took that challenge, tell me who's scared of who. My niggas been the nicest nigga I thought you knew.
You might take that challenge.
Yeah, that means you're dumb, not wise. You niggas spitting bullshit, so we make fertilizer sitting at the top of the roof. Just like a damn sniper, lick off one shot and hit you through your mission wiper. Getting this cream is the thing that keeps my team strong. Do it together, so that's gonna make our cream long.
Peace to my niggas, we gon' eat my niggas.
Hey, go watch that movie Monster.
Tap in with us, man. You did. Go to that link right there. You know what I'm talking about? Write that link down. Y'all go ahead and copy and paste that, whatever you do, man, and go tap in, man. You got some more for us, man?
Oh, you want more?
Nah, hold on. I mean, I thought
Every time I pull up, peace to my niggas. We gon' eat my niggas. We elite my niggas.
you already know what it is, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. We'll holler at y'all, man. You feel me? Everybody enjoy their night. Y'all know how we do over here, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm feeling like we need to play another track, though, man. Put a one in the chat if y'all want to hear another track, man. We ain't going to put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to hear another track.
Oh, we definitely can play
another
track.
Hold on real quick, though. Hold on. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to hear another track, man. If I see some 1s, then we're going to play another track. If not, I'm going to just go ahead and end the show right now, man. You know what I'm talking about? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to hear another track, man. Tap in, walk with us. Okay, we got glitching. Okay, so we're going to hear another track. Go ahead and hit us with something, L, man. You know what I'm saying? I just said that because we have the 3-hour mark. You know what I'm talking about? So if y'all want to hear another track, they said they want to hear another track. We got 2 people who said they want to hear another track. So you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? We're going to get the people what they want, man. Yeah. Perfect way to end the show. You know, on that.
Y'all don't know what love is.
Y'all don't know what love is, man. So you understand the meaning of love, man. You feel me?
Oh, shit. E.N.E all day. Every day, no days off, y'all. You couldn't fake this shit even if you tried to.
Used to wait, relocator, peace to my maker. They only good on paper. They disappear, call them paper. But do the boil maker. I never wait to shake a time to lace her, turn the baser. I'm in that picture white and black. My 757 shit, just sound be a pack. Backpack of racks, stash in the packs in the back. Need have double that, still like trust on that. When that strong Mr. T-Back, bring the lead back. Rigged up, so I leave that. We don't need that. Let it sing in the mic. That's the greatest feedback. Listen, you go, I'm moving out. Eventually, you all blown. With a man with 1 knock, king. Eventually, in due time. 8 big lines. We rolled on red lines. We ducked that bedtime. You took this bedtime. New line. Send them my 4K. Minutes to America. Minutes still latter day. 2 bodies on my goddamn day. Practice play. They should have been practicing, they wasn't no AI. It's AI, hot as the song, official like the dawn, rise like the song, king now I'm gone. AI, hot as the song, official like the dawn, king rise like the song.
The shooter us? Never, nigga. I think it's better practice because I take 3 shots to be a new ever. They're not AI. So they don't have to practice and take shots. You know what I mean?
Y'all go to that link right there that's posted up there, man. It's in the chat, man. Go ahead and subscribe to the page, man. Let's go, man.
We used to get fresh at the gas. Had the crib before for 13, serving up the back. Bring the cars, niggas on some floor spot shit. Had 4x4s inside the door just in case the spot falls split. But that was the old days. We used to roll up that gold haze. K-Roll in the kitchen, cooking up the zones and 4 legs. We used to go lock in the booth and go in the zone for 4 legs. The work ethic, it was kind of psychotic and just a tad bit of brains now. Trust me when I tell you, man, y'all niggas don't really want it. Smoking on that fake ass pressure. Y'all niggas ain't really want it. No stacks with the facts. Only know the state knows. Mangoes. Avoid catching new cases and the state clothes. All you gossiping ass bitches and all you fake hoes. And especially all you niggas that be fake woke. Y'all always try to challenge and come after kid. Y'all gotta read more books. Go do a couple things. Go live a real street life. Back up a couple bricks. You facing wild ass time. You never think the snitch. E.N.E. We the nicest niggas out. Cocaine balls. Whenever we ain't spitting this a drought. We came to wake up the masses. Rose and flute glasses. Big business deals. The safe is where the stash is. Fuck how you feel. Quit said that on our last.
I said that shit.
New music coming. It's sure to be a classic.
Every day, nigga. Listen, hey. Statue, hey, that might have been Scott's first verse out.
One of my first ones.
It was one of the first ones. Hey, he let that shit out of that one, yo. I don't know what he's trying to say. That might have been my favorite verse that he had ever heard in my life. Right? Hey, he gave the whole kid. Hey, that was D.N.E right there, yo.
Hey man, put a one in the chat if y'all want to hear another track, man.
That right there is probably, I would say that's my favorite Stacks verse. I felt like I got the best verse of my feature. I'm sorry, everybody else, but that motherfucker right there explained.
That's over that graduation season, right?
Yeah, bro. That was the whole existence right there, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Like, even what I was talking about, but he wrapped it up perfectly. Like, that shit right there, that was the existence of how our youth was, like, right there. Like, if you ever want to write a book on E.N.E, just go to that song and just write that song out in a movie, and that would be E.N.E's, like, that was like us. We had it, yeah. That was a dope ass joint right there. That's one of my favorite. That's my favorite Stacks verse. I don't care what nobody says. That's my favorite.
Put one in the chat if y'all want to hear another track, man.
That's my favorite Stacks verse right there. I don't care what nobody say. Like,
put a one in the chat if y'all want to hear another track.
Shit.
You know what I'm talking about?
They got us.
That's
my favorite one because that one.
They said Glitch and the Quake keep saying they want to hear tracks.
Because we was just talking. It's crazy. We was just talking about that shit where I said like the shit on gentrified. Like that verse right there. What Stacks was talking about, the spot that I'm talking about where I said it's gentrified is exactly what he's talking about. When he's talking about where he used to cook up the 4-track, bro, and 4-way. Yeah, hey, when we had the block.
Rest of the essence to my brother K-Bro.
K-Bro, hey, when they used to have, like, we used to go in there, and then it was crazy, because you had the block, and you had to put the block on the door, or niggas would get mad at you. If you ain't put the block on the door, because it was like a 4x4, that it was just mentioned, and the 4x4 would be right by the door, so you have to take it off to even open the door. But then the 4x4 was like, you know, it was like its own little holster. They had to have probably a head. I ain't gonna ask who put it there, but it definitely was specially made because no other house was like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He said play trophy.
That's what I was playing at first, and then I kind of cut it off. I ain't know if you was here, Glitch, and I ain't want to
said play trophy
because that's the one I was playing before. They gonna notice it when I play it again. I ain't know if you was here, Glitch, but that's the one I was playing too. So.
We got Glitch and Guarantee still in the building, man, tapping in, man.
But nah,
we still got y'all tapping in, rocking with us. We appreciate it, man. Y'all listen, if y'all want us to keep playing E.N.E tracks, you know what I'm saying? We can keep going. I don't know how long L can keep going. You know what I'm saying? We got
like my hoop session ain't till noon.
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta get up in the morning, but I ain't gotta be up till like 8 in the morning. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know,
I'm good.
You feel me? I got plenty of rest today. I'm good. You know, we can. You know, y'all want to hear some more track? We probably play like another track, and we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Though, man, we appreciate everybody tapping in when they hear these tracks on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? E.N.E Fridays, Friday night wrap up. Make sure y'all go to that. Listen, copy and paste that right there. Post it on the screen. Go to that link right there. You know what I'm saying? If you're on your computer right now, open up another window. You know what I'm saying? Just go to, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, type that in. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and get that right there. You know what I mean? Go over there to April Talk Podcast. That's the other YouTube page, man. Go ahead and subscribe to that. Tomorrow we're going to be going in. Discussing our brother I said about to say Kyrie. I'm about to say Kyrie because you was talking about Kyrie.
But we gotta talk
our brother
about
Tyree Nichols.
We need to talk
man, shout out to my brother Larry Gators for putting me up on game.
Yeah.
Shout out to I'm telling you, I need to go check out my brother Larry Gators, man, over there at Global Spiritual Revolution Radio on YouTube. Okay. Just type in Larry Gators, Gaiters. My man is a top-notch researcher. You know what I'm saying? He's a man of God, and he you know what I mean? If y'all think I'll be dropping the jewels and putting it together, my brother Larry Gators, man, I'm telling you.
He doing the same too.
I'm talking about, God damn it, man.
Please don't support anybody.
You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow evening, 9:00 p.m. tomorrow on April Talk Podcast.
Hey.
We're going to be discussing our brother Tyree. I knew it was more to this story. I told y'all when I made my video, when I made my pre-recorded, I told y'all that there's more to this story. It goes all the way to the top. You hear me? And of course it does. You hear me? Do your own research and do your due diligence. And also, just because you're not hearing it from the mainstream media, just because you're not hearing it from CNN, Fox, HLN, or whatever, now don't, man, listen. They're not going to tell us what's really going on.
Never.
They're not going to even speak about certain aspects of the situation that we need to know in order to make a proper decision on what we being told about what we're being told. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to get to it tomorrow night. And mind y'all, you know what I'm saying? Everything could be argued. But, you know, in order for you to make the proper decision, you have to have all information surrounding the situation so you can do so. So, you know, we about to play another track. Go ahead and play another track. You go ahead and introduce it, L, man. We got to give the people what they want. E.N.E Fridays, tap in, walk with us. Y'all see it scrolling across the screen, bottom of the screen. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. Talk to him.
Hey, we got a request. I used to be a DJ. I'm going to play the request because my nigga is thorough out there in North Carolina. My brother.
Shout out to my brother Glitch the Guarantee.
You already know, so I'm going by how we do. I already had it playing a little bit earlier, so y'all kind of heard it, but I didn't know he is in the building because I didn't want to keep playing joints. But we're going to do that because I love my brother, and we're going to send it out. Peace, love, and blessings to everybody that tapped in tonight. McQuay, thank you for rocking out all. You've been rocking all night. Mr. O with the info. Everybody all tonight. Shit, I'm gonna get everybody they joint. Josephine in the building. Tox Beach, you already know what it is. Tierra in the building. Who else was up there? I think it was one more person. We had coming XL Pro that was in the comments, and everybody else that ain't jumping in the comments. You already know. Peace, love, and blessings to y'all too. You know what it is. E.N.E all day, every day, no days off. We getting into this joint right here. This is Trophies. You already see Glitch the Guarantee in the building. It's me, him, Nosh, the sickness. We're gonna do what we do. And E.N.E all day, every day. I'm gonna put some of the we're gonna put some of the joints in here. I gotta put the links in here.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do that. But you already know what it is. We signing off. Got anything you want to say, bro?
Nah, I'm gonna get you already know. Tap in with them like y'all see it on the screen, man.
Tomorrow.
Y'all go ahead, tap in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. We going in. I'm gonna break it down. I'm telling you, y'all ain't gonna want to miss this one, man.
Is it on this one or the other one?
What you mean? Nah, this is gonna be on April Talk Podcast, the other page, y'all. Go ahead and copy and paste that link, tap it, you know, whatever, copy and paste it, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? Go on YouTube and put that in there, you know what I'm saying? Go into your search engine, put that address in there. Put that link in there right there that's posted up. And y'all go ahead and subscribe to the page, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's in the chat. Y'all scroll up in the comments section right now. Y'all gonna see it, man. So you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in, walk with us tomorrow evening. We going in. You know what I'm talking about? We going in. You did.
E.N.E all day, every day, no days off.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want it for craving, nigga. Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time a nigga talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want it for craving, nigga.
Popping bottles and popping models before the IG. Blowing this green, my bitch better than poison ivy. I got that itch, real nigga, how you define me? Fever bitch, I'm slick Rick back in the 90s. I got my patch on, used to fly on my packs on. Only personal smoke, Zaba 4 was well known. I'm talking Cali, San Fernando Valley, gas on me. Rain pulled up on me, had like 7 strands on me. No cap, bars, I'm the captain of my shit. I am fat, my niggas out, moving all type of shit. Beat up, or be a hungry nigga. That ain't my forte. Lyrical slaughter, my mama said. I'm Bobby Boucher. They ain't gon' like me, I'm Donald minus the toupee. It's the guarantee, and I got my niggas on 3-way. A quick call, the king is sick, it's go time. All beg for stripes, nigga, I earn mine.
Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want it for craving, nigga. Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time a nigga talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat when I kill, when I want, if it's craving, nigga.
Trophy cause they loaded if I'm being humble. Man, my flow got splashed like a lemon puddle. After school detention, you don't want no trouble. The way these bodies piling up, did somebody fumble? Stand over the body, let me ask you something. Stash the money in the oven, couple racks or something. Water main broke, so she called the plumber. Started poking shorty back like an acupuncture. Man, my appetite for money got me fat as fuck. Y'all be laughing to the bank, I'll be mad as fuck. In this game, it's one drive, you better cash in. Either you gon' run to death, somebody pass in. That's how tragic. Man, forget the casket. Skip the funeral arrangements and city taxes. Had to check my tax bracket. I'm gaining traction. And I still got my trophies to you back rappers.
Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga. Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time a nigga talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat when I kill, when I want, if a craving, nigga. Immersion in freestyles and all flame basement. King nigga, we don't even walk up on the same pavement. Spence with it. Even if I crash, I'm still great. Strapped up, picture King running through them gates. I'm telling you, brother to brother. Now can you relate? We're only big dollar amounts to restore the faith. Now it's scary hours amongst us. My hunger, it was a come up. Close shine is when the sun up. Good hoopers in the court move fast, so that's a wonder. Call the Alex Felix number, how we run up. I'm the son of the East of Five. I'm just waiting for my come up. Listen up, I'm Max, and I ain't just talking about my dream. Now outcast, I threw 3 stacks to get that blue dream. Y'all shit me up. Said, nigga, you think you nice with them schemes? I told him if I'm on the scene, I'll close a caption for the teams. Listen, I tripled up twice. Image of Jay with the green. The hood said I break this up. Yeah, none of our names be Kareem. Now it's trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga. Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time time a nigga talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gonna eat what I kill when I want. If a craving, nigga.
Yeah, man, that was a fire track right there, man. I see why that song is called Trophy. You understand what I'm saying, man? I see why that song is called Trophy. That beat was sounding like royalty. You know what I'm saying? Like you introducing the Joffy Joffer or something like that, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? And thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate it. It's E.N.E Fridays, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, walk with us tomorrow. Make sure y'all go to that link right there on the screen. Go subscribe to the new page, man. We're going in tomorrow. If y'all want to hear this info about what's going on with our brother Tyree Nichols, you hear me? You understand what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm talking about, man? You know what I mean? Yeah, you already know the Quay trophies for the whole team. You already know, baby, man. We all winning, baby. I'm talking back. You know what I'm saying? If your whole team ain't winning, you're losing. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We on E.N.E all day, every day. No days off. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother King L's always say, tap in, walk with us, man. Subscribe to this page right here, April Talk Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe right now. Hit that like button. You'll see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Go over there. You know what I'm talking about? Go over there right now. You understand what I'm saying? Go over there right now. Copy and paste. Go over here. Open up another window. Put that in your search engine. Go over there right now. Subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? Get them subscriptions up over there. Get the subscription up over here. Tell everybody to tap in and walk with us. We going in every day of the week. Literally every single day of the week. We going in either on A Real Talk Podcast or A Real Talk Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We going in. Make sure y'all tap in, man. We got an interview coming up next week for Ladies Night. Special guest, you know what I'm saying? Surprise for y'all. You did. It's gonna be a beautiful situation, man. We'll have a beautiful show Monday, Sunday night. Spiritual Roots. You hear me? Last week we had the spiritual roots of the virtuous woman. And it's only right that we bring it back and we go in on the spiritual roots of Adam and the spiritual roots of man. So we going in this Sunday, Spiritual Roots Sunday with me and my pops. You know what I'm talking about? The spiritual roots of Adam, you did. And we're going to get straight to it. Monday night is going to go. We got a great week of shows and content coming up next week. So make sure y'all tap in and walk with us. But I'm telling you right now, if y'all want to get the scoop, y'all want to get this info that the mainstream media ain't gonna tell you about our brother Tyree, tap in with us tomorrow. It's gonna be powerful. You know, hear me? Shout out to the brother Larry Gaines. Like I say, man, I always pay homage to the sources where I get my info from. I always pay homage and let y'all know. And the reason why the brother does what he does is so I can do what I'm going to do and share it with y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the information. And this is what I'm talking about when I say do your due diligence, man. When I say, because there's always more to the story. We are being lied to about everything. Don't believe anything the mainstream media tells you. Don't believe anything. Always be questioning. You cannot make a wise decision about anything that you're being told about from this so-called media, right? Unless you got all the information that could possibly be given to you surrounding it. True, false, indifferent, bad, no matter what it is. In order for you to make a proper decision for yourself, what you make out all of that, instead of being told what you should believe by these mainstream media lying some of my bitches. You hear me?
Real shit.
So I think we need to listen to another track, man. That's basically what I said all that to say. We need to listen to another track so we can get on up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? See, you like last Sunday? Yeah, we went in last Sunday. I got emails about that one. You know what I'm talking about? Spiritual Roots Sunday, the only father and son duo on YouTube, breaking down the scriptures and this stuff going on in this reality. You know what I'm talking about? The only father and son duo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't. Nobody else is doing it. So if y'all see anybody else doing it, y'all already know they swagger jack. Tap in, walk with us, man. My brother L's about to come up with another track. We go on this one, y'all. Enjoy y'all evening, man. You feel me? This is one of my favorite tracks right here, man. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Hit that like button on your way out.
Only hits for the money, nigga. Fuck the fame. Prices go up
and down, shit like the stock exchange. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I know the game. One of the illest to do it.
We're talking about lawyers tonight, bro. Lawyers, E.N.E. All they ever gave no days off. Facts with the facts. Hey, real talk media.
You already know, man.
First they love me, now they hate me cause I'm lit, nigga. I done been through several cities blowing zips, nigga. All facts, I'm all that. Big bag of chips, these rap niggas be all cap. Big Cuban on me, cost a nigga like 4 zips. Good with the hands, watch me do a Mayweather dip. Niggas be too shaky for me, they got Shakira hits. Big blunts be what I roll, and they too car lit. A lot of water under the bridge, I had to niggas wake up, cause I'm the level one with the good. Niggas say nigga try to stack some change. Only do me one favor, put respect on my name. Only here for the money, nigga, fuck the fame. Prices go up and down, shit like the stock exchange. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I know the game. One of the illest to do it, put respect on my name.
On salute whenever you speak on the cane. Told glitch from the start, these mortals not the same. 3 things for certain, that boy would get you about the game. If I say it, I did it, put respect on my name. Being deadly, but the flow of you enlightened. Only one God present, this ain't the clash of the titans. Painted mortal murals scripted from the ancient ones above. Back to future when it's faded vision, pictures of your love. Let them turn the lights off. I made diamonds from the pressure, it's a tax write-off. My time's always restless. Red beam on your beam. Tell your prayers, leave a message. Now if I spin the block, it'd be more than for the record. I was always on course when it's time for my exit. What you do when you completed everything on your checklist? Set another grind. Reply, set another time. What you do when your brother line? Clean out your clutter mind. Shots fired, but on you was no gun residue. Who's high on the truth? One's never more than two. That's on my black review. All black bulletproof. Now I have seeing you, that's more cash in that room. Wait till the smoke cleared and you can see who is who. The respect on my name came strictly from the truth.
Only here for the money, nigga, fuck the fame. Prices go up and down, shit like the stock exchange. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I know the game. One of the illest to do it, put respect on my name.
On salute whenever you speak on the cane. Told glitch from the start, these mortals not the same. 3 things for certain, that boy would get you about the game. If I say it, I did it, put respect on my name.